get that notification.
Y'all run up, y'all run up in here, run up in here, run up in here. Blunt Talk is in the building. Welcome, welcome, people. We gonna get it started because we kind of retarded because we late as hell. I say about 12:30 on Instagram, but we be doing shit and we be doing shit, so we gotta do shit and shit gotta get done.
Technical
I ain't say shit,
difficulties.
so they ain't mean shit, okay? But welcome, people, to Blunt Talk. All cap, no space, no love. I am your host, Silent Child 17th.
P360 in the building.
Chop tracks in the building.
Yeah, yeah, you see it, you see it, you see it. And speaking of seeing things, uh, did y'all catch a couple of well, I'm gonna say did if the people reading the title, y'all already kind of know where we going, and
Mm.
we're basically just giving our point of views. So viewer discretion. I'm gonna say it off top, and parental advisories, and we missing one more. Fair use, fair use. Okay, so with that being said, Child Trey got a
I got
couple of things you wanna, yeah, a couple of things you
a
wanna
plethora
start
of
off with.
videos. So,
So we're gonna save the questions, people. So I'm gonna let my dog take it from here.
well, let me see which one of these. Oh, all right, that's the right way. All right, let's go. Oh, wait.
Really niggas would have learned me ain't allowed to fuck them all, yeah.
Hold on,
The
wait. It's
worst
gonna play it
sensory
again.
experience.
Me letting the punk fuck me from the back.
Hold on. No, repeat that one more time.
Me letting the punk fuck me from the back. I ain't gay though, you hear me? I fuck bitches, but you know that's some business type shit.
Hey yo, what the fuck? Wait.
Gotta keep going for the camera, man.
I feel you. Tell me though. Shit. Tell me the one thing that turns you on, brother.
Oh man, wait till it. Wait, I just want y'all to hear the beginning.
If you were a chick, how many niggas would have ran through you by now?
Man, I give it like a billion niggas, bro. A billion niggas would have learned me. I ain't allowed to fuck them all, yeah.
Tell me your worst.
All right. So reactions from my co-hosts.
You could go first, 360, since you got that them Lego ears. You could go first.
Now, I really and truly was hoping that dude was playing when he said that shit, but you can't make that shit up. That's your line, chop. But I'm borrowing it today. But you can't make that shit up. And ain't no way in hell you gonna say, "Oh, I just was playing. I ain't mean that shit."
Oh
No,
shit!
nigga.
What the fuck?
Nobody plays around like that.
All right, so wait, all right, let me ask you this 360.
Holy
I
jamoli!
really believe he
Answer
was doing
answer the question. if it was a if you was a girl, how many dudes would you I can't even get it out.
First of all, like the
Man.
shit was supposed to be some weird shit where I guess you supposed to do something else anyway. But 360. I mean, you go ahead, bro. I don't want to jump on your time, bro.
Nah. The original question that dude posed to him was, if you was a girl, how many niggas would have ran through you? For this
Dang.
nigga to say a billion motherfuckers,
But
nigga, you done fucked all of China.
Man, he ain't giving no fucks. He fucking men and women. He don't care. A billion, son. I
A
mean,
billion.
So what
He letting
category does this
everybody get
fall in? Is what?
man
So
and
what
woman.
kind of?
Don't matter.
What I'm
what kind
saying,
of
no, like what? All right, you know how they have a list of what they go by,
right?
right? Like they call,
Right.
what they represent themselves as. There's different ones, right? That's why they got all them letters in the thing anyway, right?
Right.
So what would he be? That's a counter question.
See,
Cause
for
he said
me,
that nigga
I
said
don't
business, you
believe
heard me?
in all. I don't believe in all them. This blunt talk. I don't believe in all the motherfucking
Yeah, this blunt talk. This ain't Donahue, nigga. Yeah, this is definitely
abbreviations and
this.
shit. You know what
This
I'm
ain't
saying? It's
Ellen,
the
nigga.
man and the woman. You hear me straight up and down. That's how I'm feeling. Either you're swinging or you're not.
You gotta be careful when you're saying all these words now, child, because this is a touchy subject for
I know.
for
You know what I'm saying? I'm
heterosexual
trying
men,
to be
and it's not
like,
about a phobia. Ain't nobody saying that they're scared to talk about it. Is that we get so much backlash about
for
talking about it.
talking
We
about
feel
it.
like
Yeah.
we trying not to offend, but still have a conversation about this shit my man just showed me. So
Right.
yeah, child, go
That's
ahead, bro.
all. I just want to. Yeah, I'm not trying to offend nobody. It's just like we're gonna watch some more videos, bro. We're gonna see.
Hold on, let me give me my touch then,
Go ahead,
because
do your
Paul
thing.
ain't saying shit. Let me
Go ahead, bro. Do your
Cause
thing.
this
that
niggas,
dude
huh?
kind of like fucked me up with that, bro. Like
What do
you
I
Oh,
said
did
pass
you
fucked
still
up?
billion?
fucked up?
I
You
can't
still
use
fucked
fuck
up.
no more. I ain't about to use
Oh,
that
I
no more in this
ain't
sentence.
I'm about to get your
You know what? So, but to go back to the direction it was heading with this one was like I don't even know how to classify how to even classify his his response to the initial question, let alone when
Right.
ask the second question about the weirdest sexual act that he's ever, the weirdest sexual thing that's ever happened to him. Like,
And
dog,
he done already answered that shit in the first one.
but he was saying if he was a female, no, but now we talking about it.
Oh no,
So
no,
You
wait a
yeah,
minute.
get you
Look.
get what I'm saying?
After Renee give his piece, we gonna see what the females got to say. Go ahead. I got
All
time.
right.
Go ahead.
All right. Now, Round said that shit so nonchalant. That's the first part got me. That
right,
nigga was dead serious.
right.
He was dead
That
serious.
nigga was serious as a heart
He
attack.
was dead ass serious. Emphasis on his
Round tried to be on some, street shit and try to just kind of just get like some good footage and just ask somebody some weird shit and just catch their reaction on some shit.
Right.
Nah, player, you walked into the wrong reaction today, nigga. you what we be saying about here, nigga? You had the right one today, nigga.
Right.
That nigga was about all that weird shit. That boy
He was
said,
brother.
your boy
That man
said,
came straight out.
that shit business, man.
I
He
wish I
said,
got
but
it.
I ain't though, and that's the part that twists the whole
Oh no, I'm not
fucking
done.
shit he said. I'm not,
I'm
and
not.
I'm not, and
It's
I'm not.
more.
How you ain't?
It's
Go
more.
ahead, bro.
It's more of them dudes. Hold on.
I
What's the
bet you I
women? What's the
believe it
women?
is.
What's the women?
What's the weirdest thing that turns you on?
Get fucked in my ass. I think I like gay people.
Oh shit!
The weirdest thing, probably guy on guy.
Gay nigga shit? Okay. Okay.
I like bisexual men. Woo.
If you had a vagina, how many guys would have ran through it now?
100. 100. 100. You know.
Oh shit!
You know this pussy.
All right.
He ain't know that boy's about to bust out like that.
All right. Women. All right, you 60. What you take? No. You sit your ass down. Renee, you go first because he went first last time.
Yeah, man. I mean, because he first starting off with. First of all, he's starting off with saying, "Well, what's the weirdest thing?" And these motherfuckers. So I'm trying to figure out: is they influenced by that being the weirdest thing, or is the men influencing them to do this, and they just feel like, okay, they think it's normal, so it's weird for me, but it's
You know
normal for
they got
this nigga.
people out there. Remember they had that conversation when there was this one woman and she was sitting with another woman and a friend and a friend, and they was having a conversation about. She was saying her man, she basically, play with his booty. And the woman was saying like that's straight up gay, like ain't no man about to sit up there and the other woman was like, nah, that ain't gay, that's just a part of sex and ooh, ooh, ooh. And the other woman like, nah, nigga, that's gay. But
so he caught a couple of them saying that. So your girls, the big girl said 2 dudes. What the fuck?
Come on, man. All of them said that, except for the one that said she liking them butt.
Bisexual. She bisexual. She like gay men. Like what the fuck?
Man,
She like no, she did. She said she like gay men to fuck in her. That's what she said.
Man,
amazing.
Peach 60, what you got?
The girl with the first response, I would say that would be a typical response for somebody, especially a girl like that is exploring her journey to exploring sexuality.
That big bitch letting everybody jump on her.
Big girl, she don't give a fuck. And for her to find
she really don't. Right. She ain't gonna say shit.
Turn on.
Jesus, bitch, that's what I'm on.
It says a lot, it does.
Something these women wanna see that the women
are getting just as turned out as the men are. The shit is real. That's what I'm looking at.
I'm going to show you how real it
is. It's getting more and more comfortable to, like you showed us the first dude, like that was the weirdest shit. You could have said that nigga for life.
Oh, no. You thought that shit was weird, my nigga? Hold on, I got you. I got weird, B.
Like I said, man, ain't nobody got time to be worried about what you niggas talk about. Y'all niggas extreme clothes, y'all niggas clowns. Y'all niggas are being kept prisoner by your own bullshit ass beliefs. Y'all niggas can't even be free. My nigga, I'm free. Like I said, I'm free. If I want to get my dick sucked by a nigga, then he gonna suck the shit out this dick. If I get my nut, my nigga, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit you bitch ass niggas is talking about. If I want to fuck a nigga in the butt, then I'll fuck a nigga in the butt. That's my motherfucking business. If I want to fuck a trainee in the ass and have her eat my motherfucking dick, then the Shimmer's gonna eat my motherfucking dick and gonna take this dick. Ain't a whole lot to that. Y'all niggas is boring.
Yeah, I'm boring than a motherfucker, cake. You ain't gonna never make that shit sound cool to no real man, bitch ass nigga. Want some real excitement, cake ass nigga? How about you go downtown, find the tallest building, and jump out without a parachute, bitch ass?
So,
all right, what you got? 360.
Dude, that you can't call yourself a real nothing talking like that. There ain't no real man about to sit there and let a real nigga. You can't call yourself a real nigga and you out here let niggas fuck you in your butt. You just can't. That you lost your street.
That's players and stripes, huh?
Stripe. You done struck out, homie.
He the advocate for the gay gangsters out
But
there.
that's
He
the that's
doing them
that,
things,
but that's the weird
them
thing
gangster
about what's
stuff.
going on in
Nah,
today's society is like motherfuckers back in the gap used to see a real man, this, that, and the other, and now it's like a real man or let a nigga fuck him in the butt. No, fuck, where that come from?
mm,
That makes you not
You
even
right.
gonna claim to be a real fucking man no more. Cause now it's to the point where motherfuckers just say a real man will
So
let
that
a
means
nigga fuck him
the
in the butt.
lines are
A real
blurred
man
then,
will fuck
right?
a nigga. Yeah, come on, man, cut that shit out. That
That
shit
means
look at
crazy.
somebody blurring the
man.
lines.
Look at this chick right here. Man, this getting out of hand. I know it's getting out of hand. Y'all like them punks though. Y'all been liking them punks.
Some of the lines are getting blurred. It's getting blurred, bro. And you gotta stand on your ground, man. You gotta stand on it. You can't talk that hard, bro, about something that they
That's
call
feminine.
something.
You can't do it, my nigga. Straight up.
um,
Look at the color of the arrow, bro. Like, then they call that boy a dick smuggler. Like, sir.
because he said, because he did, say everything he was actually into. So it's a lot of fuckery going on, bro. Especially with dudes like that. If he got a nice little following and shit, like he know what it is, bro. And a lot of these niggas use that shit too, bro. Especially with that fuck shit. Like you don't have to always make it seem like somebody picking on you to come out the closet, nigga.
And I don't know this person
Just say you're
personally, this chick
homosexual.
personally, or whatever. I don't know what she promote
In
or
your
she
Pimp C tone, huh, bro?
Just say
doing
you're homosexual.
punk shit or not or whatever. I just know that it's a lot of women that
You're in the closet, nigga.
we just
You're
seen the
pitching,
ones they
you're pitching and
condone
you're
that
catching.
shit. This
You're
man
pitching and you're
tripping.
catching, nigga.
Oh, come on now. Now we about to hear from the infamous community. The famous community. Now we gonna hear from them. So we got the women, we got the
Hmm.
men that's doing the shit. You know, we got the point of view. Okay.
And these are people who saying they are not gay or they not worrying about having no label on them that you been showing us. But go ahead. So y'all keep that in mind too, people.
Oh shit.
The weirdest thing that ever turned me on is like this straight ass guy that like wanted me to suck his dick, and I did, and she's like, that turns me on.
Download, nigga, hit you
Yeah,
up.
yeah, exactly. Like,
Boy, if you don't get
download, no, nigga, you on the low. You're not on the low. You're not on the low. You're not on the low.
Nigga, like you can have the mic. Talk your shit, bro.
I can't.
And shout out to Rakim Badu, man. You hear me?
Man, shout out to Kim Badu.
What he said what turned him on the most? So they
That
like
nigga Kim.
turning niggas.
That nigga Kim
That's what it
Badu look
sound
like a black rat's dog.
Man,
That nigga Kim Badu fucked up, man.
he tripping. I don't know what he doing.
You know, Erica Badu called Tyrone. Who that nigga go fuck?
Man.
Who is this nigga?
That nigga called.
This nigga.
Oh no, don't trip. Got some.
Who is
I
this
got
nigga?
some on heat, bro.
Oh
We
man,
ain't even gonna
Erica Badu was feeling that. Erica Badu
But you see who he
been hanging around
said,
niggas doing weird shit.
You see what he said, man. Look,
Why
I
yo
like.
He wouldn't sit there on a regular day though.
Oh no, Paul, I got you. You brought it up. I got you. That's the next clip. That's the next clip. That's the next one. Right on cue.
Mr. Should I call you Mr.? Pay Julian Onzima. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Morning.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay. You are a transgender.
What shows that I'm gay?
You are a transgender, and
Yes,
you're a
I am.
gay rights activist and an outspoken lesbian.
Oh, what a foul time for my
How
audio
can I
to go
describe
out.
you?
I am Pepe Julian Onzima.
His claim is he's biologically fitted to be a woman.
Kakadichi, what makes him?
I'm glad Pepe is back.
I'm glad she has got.
Can you shake
clarity.
hands before we proceed?
Of course. How are you, Pepe? Nsaba kama amani goga yingira omwana wa fono.
Pastor, no,
no, kamusabire ko wangayagala
let's maintain civility on the show. Let's maintain civility. Pastor Semper argues that these are the instruments you use.
These are vegetables.
Yes.
Oh, I eat this.
Yes. Eat them on your plate.
Yes.
You don't use them when having carnal knowledge.
Absolutely no. And Semper
Big
should stop
blunts.
misinforming them.
Smoke in the building, man. Oh,
heavy.
That's why with the eat
homosexuality in Uganda. What's your reaction?
It is not true. He claims I have a lot of money, I'm wearing fancy clothes and all that stuff. I do not even.
he sound like somebody nanny over there.
Look
at this nigga.
A month or even annually.
That nigga mess is a motherfucker. That nigga. That nigga got some bad lips
with a banana. And I want this young woman to explain to you.
Let's give him a chance.
What does she use for sex? What do they use for sex? What do you use? What do you use for sex? As a man, this one,
she's shaking them things
they
like
don't even want to talk about.
Okay, let's hear
That's
from him.
someone
like he used them motherfuckers.
Why don't you respect yourself?
No, how do you?
Can you become for now?
No.
Can you become? And let him respond.
Okay, I'll put this one here. I'll put this one here to see if she will answer. When you take a man, this is a man's genital,
You need to cut.
and
You need to calm
insert
down.
them into the intestine. Okay, they put their genitals into the excretory system. This excretory system is not designed to receive.
Look how he doing that shit in that man's face. Why you doing that in that man's face like that, man? Man, get that shit out my face, man. Man, somebody to come get this nigga, man. He doing more than a day.
They begin, but their sexual acts, because she does not have the equipment, they begin to use their lips. So the mouth is used to lick the other person. That's number one. It created orogonorrhea. Many lesbians have orogonorrheas, orosyphilis. Number two, because they don't have the equipment, they begin to use gadgets like bananas. They use carrots. They use bananas. They use cucumbers and other metallized ones, and they put them inside themselves.
Why don't you wait for heteros as well?
What do you mean?
Heterosexuals.
Why you so animated about it? Like we don't know how to fuck.
What do you mean fighting for
their rights? Yeah, for their rights.
They are so. I am a human rights defender.
I'm
not limited.
I am not limited.
You
I am not limited
for LGBTI.
Active people, bisexual,
gender and intersexuals.
LGBTs be cutting the fuck up, man.
Human.
I
told you earlier.
See, wait, hold on. I'm pausing
I am
this
a
one time. See, them people could talk freely, so we can't do that shit. Like, they not gonna get
Man, that boy doing more than talking. Boy, them boys expressional as a motherfucker. Tough, man.
Them niggas is serious. They done got
Them niggas hardcore, B. Straight up.
This group.
Them niggas is talking.
They're different.
Remember for Katrina, they had a lady, they had
different.
remember how what that shit was? They
Wait, pause right quick, sir. I can't hear him. What you say?
Remember they had a lady on Cox Cable back in the day. She used to she used to talk about sex. She used to come on Cox late at night. They banned her from talking like that. Talking about
I think I know who you talking about. I remember that, yeah, because she did say some exclusive shit though, Paul. She said some exclusive like, shit, homie.
As far as dick and pussy, she was like penis and vagina. She was talking about how the female orgasm work. Like she was explaining to the people
It was the wrong time and the wrong station for that, dude. 360. I feel you though. I know where you're going though. I get the anatomy part of it, round, but the way she did that shit, yeah, bro. She was explicit. She was on some Adina Howard shit. If y'all old school, y'all remember Adina Howard? I don't want to say none of these new girls' name. I don't know y'all. I don't know. I don't know y'all. I don't know y'all paperwork like that. I don't know. I don't want to imaginarily put my dick on none of you. Herpes have. Go ahead, chop, dude. I'm about to go off track and shit.
So that
no, I have to pray for this young man as I read the script for her. Daughter, I want to read for you a script.
No. I should take charge of this.
I want to
No.
it's not ready. Tituliba kwa emizimu. Echa wandikibwa
No. I'm afraid you're not going to do this. Because my guest is not comfortable. No. Well, on that note, we thank you very much. That's all we have for you. All right, on that note, we wind up, and that ends the show.
Oh man, come on. Nah, that was a shit show.
That was a shit show.
You ain't proved shit to that young lady. Whatever that shit you were trying to get across, that shit ain't do nothing. You fucked that whole situation up. You can't even blame God or none of that for that shit, nigga. That's your fault with that one, player. You tripping. He fucked the mission up. Chop, he fucked the mission up.
He couldn't. Black couldn't even get no more questions out. He was there with the Holy Spirit.
Wait, Black done stirred that man up though. You right though. Black did stir him up though. When you first played it, you was like, look at this nigga. Yeah, Black stirred him up though, dog. Black came straight out of throat. Oh, you gay? That's what he asked me. He said, why? No, why are you gay? Yeah, why are you gay?
Why are you gay? Why are you gay? He started the mess. He did.
Yeah, he did. He said he did. He stirred that shit. He had old boy riled up over there.
Man.
He had riled up over there, bro. Oh man.
But you know what,
just yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Motherfucker question itself about when you go on that man show now.
Not only that, like he said, how can you get your point across about God or anything as well? You know, how can you teach the man? You no 360. That nigga was up there finger fucking bananas. Come on, don't act like y'all ain't see that shit.
Man, I see.
He went too far, bro. He went there describing how you humping all that. Come on, man. You ain't had them.
Right here
no, Ralph. Failed, nigga. Survey set. No, this nigga got an X. Get him out of here. Got his leg.
This nigga here, they straight played on this man though, but he didn't do what dude did, bro.
Why are we streaming delusion?
It's not delusion.
Why would you call it delusion? Because Caitlyn Jenner, I'll call him Caitlyn Jenner.
No, it's her. You're not being polite to the pronoun. Disrespect.
Okay, forget about the disrespect. Facts don't care about your feelings. It turns out that every chromosome, every cell in Caitlyn Jenner's body is male, with the exception of some of. It turns out that his brain structure is male. It turns out that he still has all of his male appendages. How he feels on the inside is irrelevant to the question of his biological sex.
I don't agree with.
You don't know what you're talking about. You're not educated on genetics.
To discuss the genetics.
No. What are your genetics? So I'd stay away from the genetics and back to the brain scans.
You cut that out now, or you'll go home in an ambulance.
Yeah, that seems mildly inappropriate for a political discussion.
No, I know. Well,
hold on now. You pull that right there, boy. Hold on now. Now Now we stepping in motherfucking territory now. See,
It's
now we
okay to
stepping
be
on
angry.
toes and shit now.
Is it okay to be angry?
That ain't got nothing to do with your sexuality. And if y'all thinking that, we need you to replug yourself, reboot yourself or something, yeah, because you ain't supposed to press your will on no motherfucking body. Everybody could have an opinion. That's why people allow you to be who the fuck you is and how far this shit actually went any fucking way. Oh,
Right.
okay, yeah. So what's going on? So what's going on with what somebody is telling you about scientifically, or whatever he researched on what was actually going on with what could be a possible explanation about what's going on. You can't put your hands on nobody. You can't do it, bro. And you can't act like you can't definitely act like you gonna threaten me, player. That's what we ain't gonna do. Ain't none of that popping up. Ain't no, man. Because that's when you go to putting your will. Yeah, you embrace. You showing your movado, right? You acting all machismo now with a dress on. Now you see what I'm saying? So what you want me to do? Because as long as I've been knowing, if you transition into a female, then that means you're supposed to be acting in what? Feminine. Feminine has a certain acting stature. There is no everything goes with that, and I'm just a female. No.
You can't act as
If
a
y'all can't
female.
if we can't blur the lines or have it the same way, if we can't have it black and white, y'all can't blur the lines. That's what I meant to say.
Be polite to the pronouns. Like, bitch, I come up with a new pronoun every day. So if I ain't got the list, you can sue me for discrimination.
And that's a whole other thing, though. So the pronouns they self. What I said earlier about the earlier video you showed. It's so many of them. This dude said he in his ass for business. So what pronoun is that?
He's a entrepreneur.
Thank you. The fuck, man?
Since they get to use and make up words and shit.
Niggas over a booty prize.
Y'all remember we played that clip last time with the dude, the hitchhiker. He was out there protesting, and the dude tried to walk up to him. I'm gonna try to find that
that video I had sent to y'all.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find it.
What dude was saying, marriage is between a husband and a man and a woman, but he had the gay pride rainbow on the billboard.
Let me see what this is.
Oh, is there? You probably got to go back to like
for people to against government. Not.
You hear me, bro?
Yeah.
Probably gonna have to go through back and like a text.
That must be silent.
Yeah. We ain't gonna do this blunt talk. That's what we do. This is a free space for people to talk, get their opinions out. So
I think I sent that to you and side.
It is what it is.
But dude was
because
he basically was telling them, you know, if y'all keep playing.
So I got a question for y'all.
He said you can't talk to me unless you address me the way I want to be addressed, and that's by white female, white lesbian female. That's what he said. White lesbian.
Wow.
I'm about to find it.
So anything goes then.
Yeah, that.
Long as you could be addressed by it. I could say I'm a tree, right? Who gives a fuck? That what they saying?
Tree man.
And people really have diseases. Man, come on, man. See, we gotta stop, bro. They gotta have some kind of marker on it, man.
You better find it and send it to you.
Has social media been grooming the masses, y'all? That's one of my questions. Has social media been grooming the masses?
Yeah, I would say yeah. because even on social media, you can't say certain things. Anything could be looked at. Basically, social media. If anybody watched Black Mirror, the episode with the likes and shit, that's basically how shit is. How you think ugly and fat ass people that normally never would get no attention from nobody get all that fucking attention because they got them views. Like, think about it. And I'm not talking about nobody in a bad way, but we know some people. I ain't gonna say no names because I don't want nobody to think I'm talking about nobody in a bad way, but we know some people that just like the Lizzles and shit. Like, come on, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, because she came out, like, even Precious, like, think about Precious. Who the fuck will find Precious attractive? I'm not saying, the lady ain't lose weight and all that type of shit, but we forced to. I mean, you don't talk about them people. That's understand. You don't disrespect
So
them.
isn't that so? Guess look. So I'm gonna hit you with this one. Isn't that kind of like picking a side then? Whether you ain't so that's basically a part of the grooming, right? If you like them or not, right? Like
Right.
if you gonna push the that type of thing, have it said woman that got the talent, or you just want to just show a depiction of different women, right? I get that part of it, but then like I'm asking, isn't that also a part of the grooming? Also, if you have people on social media that's either going with that or going against it, instead of instead of coming together and finding out what's the common ground on what they seeing. It's like they force people to pick sides regardless of what it is. You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
even if you have a true stance on what's going on, right? It's still like they're using your good stance to force fuck shit on people that's already built for that type of shit, that looks for that type of shit. So either way it go, it's still being spewed out there and it's still being spit. And I think people just need to be, more careful about that type of shit, because these people, a lot of times, you think, what they call the recommend, right? They recommend the stuff to you and shit like that. They start off with that, right? So think about before you even start a page, right? Before they even know what you like, just look at the shit that they show you. Look at the options they give you to see what you like. Look at the options they give you. You tell me if I'm tripping. So, a little homework. Start a whole new page, man. Don't put nothing on that shit. Tell them bitches where you at, you know what I'm saying? And just scroll without, you know what I'm saying? And see what's on that motherfucker. It'll show you exactly, like, because how can you pinpoint what a person like without asking them first? You should have they should think about it. They should have a whole, what you call that shit, like a little survey. You should have a survey to see what you like before you get on that shit.
Right.
Many people don't give a fuck about none of that shit because they'll give a fuck about your free will. They'll give a fuck about your free thought. You see what I'm saying? They don't that shit. It should go basically with their motherfuckers. So yeah, man, trust me, whatever you going through in your life and you feel like this is your life or this is a part of your life, trust me, that's only a small piece of what's going on, because that community is not the only community that they did this shit to. You know what I'm saying? They did it to black men at one time in generations. They did it to black women at black women, white women. You see what I'm saying? And use white men to jumpstart a lot of this shit. So You know, just be careful, people, and understand what's going on. Don't just look at it from that one fucking point of view. Look at these motherfuckers for what it is, man. It's just all fucking entertainment. It's all a show. You know? Yeah, I ain't mean to rant though, bro. But yeah, go ahead,
Oh
man.
no, man, you good, brother? Cause this shit getting aggravating, man. I'm tired of seeing this shit every day.
These motherfuckers here tough. I'm trying to keep it light, man. Yeah, I'm trying. You see me tiptoeing a little bit, huh?
I don't want the tasty week, man.
And one of our guests of the day, the other one today, is a man you may recognize.
We going in all different countries on y'all
achieved that rare feat, becoming
everybody
a
having a
global
conversation.
superstar academic. So how did he become so
Look at the
well-known?
feed.
He first came to national prominence
I
in
found it
Canada
already,
in
my nigga. You
2016 in a debate about new laws on gender identity. Bill C-16 made it an offence to refuse to call someone by their chosen gender pronoun. Jordan Peterson argued this would infringe free speech, while some supporters of the bill said he was advocating prejudice. From there, his YouTube star took off, and he has now over 1 million subscribers. And his videos, where he talks everything from identity politics, which we've touched on, to the Bible, to Disney movies, have been viewed over 150 million times. Gosh, it's about the same number of views we have on this program. Last year, he supported ex-Google employee James Seymour, who had been fired for suggesting men and women have different interests due to biological differences. And his latest book, 12 Rules for Life, has taken him on a global tour promoting his ideas. And just this week, he sold out the 1,000-seater Emmanuel Centre around the corner here in Westminster. So, Jordan, you've done endless interviews. You've been publicising your book, and they've generated plenty of heated debate.
And I actually sold out the Apollo. It had 5,000 seats.
All right, stop boasting. Do you think, though, because of the heat that has been generated, that your views have been misrepresented at times?
Oh, definitely. But that's, that's part and parcel of the process. I did take a very forceful stance, let's say, against some of the excesses of the radical left-wingers, and it's in their best interest to paint me as somehow a figure of the extreme right, because then I don't have to be contended with. But, I mean, it's easy for people's views to be oversimplified in a very large public debate.
I mean, in terms of some of the issues, I mean, you say you've been painted as an extreme right winger.
No, some people have tried that, not very successfully, but they've tried it.
And you came to prominence in part over your opposition to this law that we just talked about in Canada, proposing the use of preferred pronouns for transgender people. Just for clarity,
mandating them.
Yeah.
Right.
Saying that you should do it.
No, that you had to do it.
Right, you had to do it by law. But just for clarity, do you think a trans woman is a real woman?
I don't really like the way those questions are formulated. Now, I don't know what that means. What do you mean a real woman?
Well, I'm asking you, in your mind, it depends what you think a real woman is, but do you think a trans woman is a woman?
No.
Why not?
Because I think that women are capable, generally speaking, of having babies, and they have female genitalia, and they have an X chromosome, and I think the biological markers are relevant. Doesn't necessarily mean that I don't think that people should be treated with respect and dignity if they happen not to fit easily into a gender category. That's a different issue.
Right.
But it's a matter of definition. And I actually think it's a foolish argument in some sense. Because what do you mean by real?
Well, I mean, you've just clarified that, though. You don't think that a trans woman is a woman. And do you think that that is what is behind or explains your opposition to this idea of a law mandating you to use a preferred pronoun, is because you don't actually believe that that's the truth, that a trans woman is a woman and therefore you can't use that pronoun?
No, that's not my argument at all.
Really?
Yeah, really. My argument is
I know what your argument
compel
is.
voluntary speech.
No, but I know what your argument is. And
No,
you made it very clearly.
But that's exactly it.
But the motivation
there's
behind
no motivation behind it.
But you don't believe
I wouldn't
that
have put
trans woman is a
everything on my online in my life to take the stance I did unless I had thought that through very deeply. And I've thought it through very deeply. There are hidden motivations that have to do with some arbitrary prejudice against trans people.
Okay.
It's pure and simply this. There's never been a time in English common law history where the government compelled speech, and the Canadian government dared to do that. And that was unacceptable. And they masked it with this show of compassion for the oppressed, and I don't buy it.
Right, but you would.
I just wanted to let y'all suck all that in right quick.
Yeah, I'm glad you stopped that motherfucker, boy, because I got some shit. Nah, I agree. I agree with his concept. Well, not his concept. It's actually facts. Like he's standing on
the science.
With I was about to say the so-called, science, as they say, but we know this is biblical too, chap. You know what I'm saying? Like we know this is old language, bro. And for them to try to make it seem like this is like evolution or some shit, it's crazy, bro. Because you don't have nothing to stand on with it. And that's what he's saying. Until y'all can prove this shit, until this shit is factual, I can't do it. I can't see myself going against what is known as logical sense. If that's the case, like okay, then why did we even create colors? Like, why even separate black from white? Why, you know what I'm saying? Like all these things are here because oh man, you can see, bruh. We see color for a reason, dog. That's why I'm saying, like people, you can't just go along with ideological
bullshit
thoughts of mine. Thank you, brother. because somebody done said that this is,
okay.
the way.
No,
man. Go ahead, take it. Yeah, take it. Yeah, just take it, bro. Because I'm trying to.
This is I want people to know too. This is a video from 2018, but the fact is, over these years, this shit has been. This is proof right here that this shit. People been talking about this shit. Like they've been trying.
Not only been talking about it. Yeah, it's just like how idiotic that they try to make you seem when they're the ones drilling you about the shit because they know. You know what I'm saying? They know you still go by the same situation. It's not evolution, though. It's crazy.
It's not evolution. You know what it is?
Evolution wasn't evolution.
No, you know what it is? PT60.
Exactly.
Fucking Pokemon.
Fucking Darwin theories, man. Go ahead with that, man. With them kids saying, go ahead with that cap shit, man.
Catch the Charizards, trying to mix them with Squirtles and shit. Like they don't care. They like
they create the Squirtlezard.
Dog, think about it. When you do that to anything in nature, right? Some things, depending, especially if it's not in the same family, what you wind up having? If two people in the same family and they wind up, they call it instant, right? But
think about it, dude. The only thing that could come about from motherfuckers playing this type of game is death. Because what happened?
Because the two dogs have
go ahead, break it down. Y'all both get y'all point of view on that.
No, whatever it is with the dogs.
Can two men make a baby together?
Don't even talk about it. But you
survey set.
Listen, can two men make a baby together?
No, they can't. Don't ask me that.
Can two women make a baby together?
No.
And if they decide to stay together for the rest of eternity in their lives, what happens? No procreation.
No reproduction. Yeah.
It eliminates the process, or it eliminates the process.
You're gonna die.
So it kind of helps with
that's if but that's eliminating, right? That's eliminating foster care and all the other extra shit that they created to make it happen, right?
That's
it would.
That's the only thing that's coming up.
It would eliminate. It would eliminate your existence.
The only thing that can come up of this is death, because there's nothing to continue the life cycle. So to continue to keep pushing this, Because at any given moment,
and
these white people that are
him
doing this
say
can
that,
decide, I'm going to
no,
go back to being a man.
they
I
can
can
say
go
that.
back to being a woman, and we can
Right.
continue the life cycle.
And
Meanwhile,
women,
you are brainwashing non-white people or so-called black people into
what?
believing that this is okay, this is what it is. You don't have to live this way, and then you got a bunch of lesbian women out here going to get pregnant for men just to be able to continue the life cycle. And
First
then
of
when
all,
those said men get
I gotta
into
stop you right there, C360. I gotta stop you because first of all, we're not gonna play like the race thing ain't pointed towards so-called black people when it comes to this shit. The niggas that was on there talking about they was fucking dudes and like fucking dudes and shit was all black people. There wasn't no white
yeah. I
people.
get
I mean,
that.
the white
No,
dude
no, no,
came.
no, no.
The
Listen to
white
what I'm
dude
saying.
came.
Or they said now, mind you, the ones that's talking about fucking other dudes, they still talking about they fucking women too.
All right,
You
that's
see what I'm saying?
understandable. That's
So
understandable.
I'm
But
talking
that's the
about for
worst
those
kind of
that are
punk, though. I mean,
hardcore,
God forgive me.
up and
That's
down.
the worst
They
kind
not
of gay
having sex
person.
with the opposite sex no more. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about the ones that's sitting up here saying that they not gonna ever have sex with the opposite sex no more. But then you out here dating females or dating males, and the need to procreate comes about. So what's the
All
one
right,
thing
so
you
look.
do?
All right, so look, this is what I'm saying. I agree with you and what you're saying, and that is true. Because like I said, we both agree that's population control, tied to the abortion thing that had to stop, right? So what I'm saying is too that the fact that you at home with booty cravings and you laying in there with a girl, what you gonna do when your booty start craving? You see what I'm saying? You gonna try to get some more business
Said
done?
booty cravings.
Huh? Like get the fuck, Paul. Like I see what you're saying, but see these niggas that's perpetrating, they the worst kind because not only is the
Pimp C said you're pausing in the pussy population.
because now you pissing these women off. You got a perfectly good woman at home. She trying to find out what's wrong with you. She don't know that you got booty cravings. She can't do
Booty
nothing about it.
cravings.
So if she
Booty
ain't,
cravings.
And
if she
here's the
ain't
jacked
with,
up part about that.
listen, so if she ain't
Remember
with,
when
if
we
she
first
ain't with,
started this, the
listen to
little
me,
girl who
360,
sit
I
right
heard you
between
wrong.
two
Hold on,
men
don't
she
talk over each
knows,
other, y'all.
she would be the type of
Let me
woman to
finish
accept
360 because
that,
you're making
right?
me forget.
You know
Listen to
he
what I'm
can't hear. You
saying.
know he can't hear. Chart,
I
just
know
give
he
him a
can't
break.
hear.
He
He just
can't hear.
trying to keep going with his
Give
point.
him a
So
break.
go
Let
ahead.
him
No.
talk.
I'm
What I'm
answering the
saying
question.
is, no, I can't hear you because I ain't finished talking. What I'm
Okay, go ahead.
saying is, at the end of the day, you still the worst. That's still the worst kind because now you poisoning, like Renee said, Pimp C said, you poisoning up the population. You got women thinking something wrong with them because you want, attention in the area that they not used to giving a man attention in. Now they do have women that like that kind of shit. Like we
Don't mean to
just seen it.
interrupt you, but try to call me silent. If you
All
don't
right,
mind,
yeah.
brother. Appreciate you. Chop track. Thank you, sir. Them
These people,
niggas
came
don't
on
know me
there
like that.
and said that shit. You see what I'm saying? Like did the women said it out their own mouth that they motherfucking want men that do the shit. So they poison the population more to me because they're the ones that just say straight up, look, I'm gonna be this way and just leave it alone. At least you know and the women know not to go that way. But these niggas, like nobody knows what to do with these people. You flip a coin and they this way, flip a coin and they that way, or whatever. And as you can see, it poisoned and made other people feel the same way. Because all the women that got on that damn said the same thing. How can you say you're a real woman and you want a man whose butt gets craved?
Nigga have butt cravings.
You want a nutty buddy?
On you, P.
A butterfinger.
I know that was a weird ass jingle.
Man. What P win that? Oh man,
I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, bro. I mean,
give me a second.
all right.
Lord,
I don't know how many seconds you got, Bob. You got it.
I'm about to tell you. I mean,
yeah, bro. I know you was trying to. You was trying to show. You was trying to finish showing around, or what? Or you had something? Or that was the only part you wanted to show?
No. We ain't had to go too much further. It's shit 11 minutes. I ain't even about to hold you that long.
All right, you could go to the next one then, player.
Sir.
Keep that get this shit together. What is
What's your cause? What's your cause?
Well, first, what's your position?
I'm gay.
I am too.
What is this? Why does it say one man and one woman?
I'm the happiest man in the world.
Why does your sign say one man and one woman?
I'm 100% gay.
Why does your sign say one man and one woman?
This is the right natural way.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Why are you having...
Words don't mean anything today.
Turn around. Marriage always one man and one woman. So you're saying that gay people can't get married?
I don't believe in special rights.
But you're black. How can a black person be a bigot in this country?
Damn. So I'm supposed to automatically believe in special rights because I'm black from a white man. Okay.
Really?
No, you're making a mockery.
No, you're making a mockery, sir.
So why do you believe then that what it before civil rights and that black people had to drink a different outlets?
I know. Was that wrong?
Yeah.
It was legal.
No, you got your civil rights, which is wonderful.
Oh, wait. It was legal.
I'm not a racist in any shape or
I'm not a
form.
racist either.
Well, you're a black bigot.
No. I'm a white lesbian.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Address me as a white lesbian.
Oh.
I'm not black. A boy could be a girl.
Goof ass.
So if I want, I'm not
Nigga hitting me with his own shit. Nigga slapping you with your own gun.
Lesbian.
Okay, white lesbian.
Okay, now we can talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have never seen a white lesbian that's
Ain't no anyway. Don't walk off like a black woman.
I never seen a man
slap you with your own gun. Goof ass. Silly.
I was born gay and
no. Oh, what? So when the doctor said, "Congratulations, Mr. Johnson, you have a 5-pound, 6-ounce what? Gay man, gay male." No, because you're not born a behavior.
I'm
Thank
born
you.
Miami, and you were born black.
That's the problem. Exactly.
So you're not gay.
You're making a mockery.
No, you're making a mockery. No. And this is this artificially intelligence. The same thing as laws that are based on hypocrisy and bigotry. Nazi Germany.
You're the bigot.
No, you are.
No, sir.
You're special. You've changed the definition of marriage. Only your people can do that. Only your people. Only gay people can change the definition of marriage. Are they equal or special?
Are you special?
No, I'm equal. All human beings should be
exactly. See, survey said,
sir.
So
you're ridiculous.
No, you don't have no
That's
sense.
You out, Claire.
No, you have a right.
What's Steve Harvey? You out. Nigga, you lost, nigga.
Thank you. You enjoy your gay lifestyle.
And you hold the sign and
we will stop this nonsense. It will get overturned.
You are the nonsense.
It will get overturned because you guys believe in the law.
Ooh.
So when we overturn it, you accept it, right?
Holy smokes.
How can a white lesbian
smoke in the building? Put that smoke in the building, man. If y'all feel it, put that motherfucking smoke in the cabbage if y'all thought.
Sir, you're the stupidest man I've met, and I don't care what color you are.
You and tell you the truth.
I am not racist. You are the stupidest human I have met. Okay?
Ooh, come back. Come back.
And I will
come back, monster.
Tell you the truth. I won't lie to you.
You're a hate
People that are afraid of you lie to you.
No, you spread hate.
There is no gay gene. What's the name of the gay gene? ABC? What's the name of the gay gene?
What's the name
That
of the
dude's stupid. LGBT.
Johnny.
No, it's called whatever your name is.
It's called
Congratulations. You have shown me America is really fucked up.
We're gonna change things.
He talking about that frog shit, chap. With that gay gene shit. He talking about that frog shit. When your boy already debunked their ass, them motherfuckers was put chemicals in the water, y'all. That was in putting estrogen and shit in the fucking water supplies and shit. Them people ain't shit, man. So let me ask you a question based off that. Are the LGBTQ2 plus who and everybody else community are they undercover bullies?
I would say so. If you ask me,
I'm not even gonna say
they get more rights than us.
They bullies.
Notice how I said it though, right? But you know why I used undercover though, right?
As a law, you got enough people behind you to say we want this now, and now it's a law. So who's the bigger bully here? There ain't no
laws in there like that.
Remember, they had been fighting for the shit since back in since forever. Because San Francisco,
get more money from
you couldn't say San Francisco 49 without a motherfucker thinking something gay was going on. Because that's all San Francisco was known for at one point in time. Gay, the largest gay population in the country. And the shit
They
spread out.
did try to use certain cities. They did that to a lot of the places. Like they try to use them as like these little hubs, which was weird too. It kind of was like a government setup the way they was doing it too. It was weird. It was weird.
Hey, guess what? Remember the show Police Academy?
Yeah, I remember. I don't know if Chop seen it before, but yeah.
I remember that shit.
Yeah, the Blue Oyster Ball. The Blue Oyster Ball, nigga.
Where was that place at? Now, Police Academy was supposed to be in Los Angeles, but they kept going to the Blue Oyster Ball, which was in San Francisco.
Holy smokes! I never caught that little piece from that. Okay.
And then
so that ain't even much the same. So yeah, that was all right. I see. Yeah,
Los Angeles ride. They wind up.
Oh, that was on purpose. So that's a part of
them brothers from the fucking Blue Oyster.
Okay, that's a part of the grooming then. So that's a part of the grooming process then. Look how long they've been grooming people for this. Okay, all right, I'm with you.
Yeah. They've been groomed, bro. I'm trying to tell you, they've been fighting for this shit forever. And like I said, that I was born gay line, they've been using that line since the fucking 70s, man. They've been pushing for this shit.
And let me ask y'all. Go ahead, Chop. Go ahead, Chop.
Why do you think it's that easy to use that though? Why do you think it's that easy to use that line?
Because that's what. Listen, I'm telling you for a fact. I know people who have heard that line over and over again throughout the course of their life. They were not gay up until they became a certain age, and they knew, well, I kind of like girls, but I still like boys. I want to see what it's like to be with a girl.
Who started
I think it's easier to say that to not question. I think.
Who started debunking that, Paul? Who made the black community okay with being gay? Who did that? Who made the black community?
I think a couple of people
responsible for that. Being gay. Who did that? Who's the main perpetrator?
If I had to go back in time and sit down,
be more specific as far as what pushing propaganda on us, like
no, I mean
like homosexual propaganda or something.
The women
who accepted the gays first.
Women.
Oh, you saying okay on that level? Okay, I see. Yeah, Paul, you on it? Yeah, I see what you're saying.
All right. You in the right ballpark, but who made the women okay with it?
Who made the women okay with it? I thought women probably was okay. Well, for me, what I'm thinking is that women is just okay with it because these men were feminine and they would
Right.
talk
That
like
was like
women
the
and they would be
chill
more
part of it.
acceptable.
Cause
I
Now,
look,
would say,
what made it okay? Now this
I would say
from
the
my
church.
head. Like you told me the other day, Chop. This
you
from
say the church? Okay.
Yeah, I would say the church
Okay,
because
break that down, brother. I mean, that's a good perspective because I wasn't thinking
I
about the
wasn't
church, but
leaning on that one.
break
I
that
was
down.
about to
Yeah,
put the
I
church in
would
that.
say the church because if
not put them in it. I mean, because they are in it. I'm just saying I wasn't looking for that perspective. Me personally, you see what I'm saying? Because they have a lot to do with that, and he right.
I
Because
would
like
say
the
the
man was
church
saying
because
earlier.
if
Oh,
you
go
think
ahead.
about it, the church is is our highest ceiling. Even when you do something to us, we be like, man, God gonna handle you, right? So if the women, because the women took the religion a little harder than the men sometimes when it came to certain stuff, even though they did have all those pastors and all that shit that was men, the women was the ones bringing that shit home saying, well, we gonna live like this and this, that, and the third majority of the time. Not saying men wasn't doing it, just saying that majority of the time the women was the ones passing it on because they was the ones raising the children because the men, the men wasn't in the homes, right? So
Definitely, a
once the
lot of
church,
homes.
once the church made it okay, like this man about to say, hold on, let him finish my thought because Renee brought this one up, but I had to slide
Oh,
this
good.
in
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Run there.
Pentecostal, homosexual churches.
That boy
You got
Gino a
the
fool,
gospel
yo.
singing industry. Look at it. You may not like what I'm saying, but you watch BET.
A lot of people got to hear
Look
this.
at it. Go ahead. Men lip shining like they got armor all on it. That's right. Am I? That's right.
You're right, my brother.
Men
I'm
leading
saying you got to
choirs
take that sound clip.
more feminine than the women on the choir. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. And you patronize it. How can you buy tickets, my lord, to a gospel show to look at gospel singing dykes? Amen. Gospel singing homosexuals. Go ahead.
I'm just saying I had to pause that right quick because I was brought up in a household like that. The reason I could see the women was pushing it the most because my grandmother was pushing it, you know what I'm saying? So I'm listening to gospel music. I'm at these soul children, fucking soul children was like all-star choir for New Orleans for people that don't know or whatever.
Right.
So basically
I
all the
actually singing that shit
you know what I'm
with the
saying? Like
high
my
school.
people used to sing in that choir too or whatever. But at the end of the day, like I would see these people in these churches. Now some churches was doing it and some churches wasn't doing it. But then they started becoming directors. And the directors, versus just being in the choir. Once they just let them be in the choir and you up there on scene, you got your nails on and your hair fried and all this, and you up there singing the God song and God ain't strike your ass down yet. So it's like, damn, I
Yeah,
wonder if
forgetting
God
about the
all right with this
whole.
shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like he ain't doing nothing about it. So like that's why I say like once people lost,
So basically, it becomes it becomes like a hub where people come to be entertained.
Whoa. I don't mean to cut you off, bro. I don't mean to cut
Go
you off.
ahead.
Chop, Si, I know y'all know this motherfucker, and y'all, you can't tell me you don't. Raymond motherfucking Miles.
Yeah.
Raymond Miles. Yeah.
The John Mack choir director.
Okay.
That boy was the biggest gay man down here in New Orleans. Nigga killed him outside the football right there where the New Robert that on St. Clair.
Oh, on
That's
some.
what he talking about.
Oh, okay. And it was on some stuff like with the church and dealing with little boys or something like that.
Don't get me wrong. Raymond Miles could play that piano and sing gospel
Oh,
song
come on,
after
don't do
gospel
that.
song. That nigga was the biggest gay motherfucker.
They ain't got no, man. Fuck that piano, man. That nigga can't be doing that, bruh. Man, fuck that piano, man. That man ain't worried about that, man. You already know. This blood talk, man. All
Think
them
about it.
motherfuckers, they all get it, man.
Why everybody think everything all right, son? I remember this like it was nothing. I remember
That shit
thinking
crazy.
Yeah, bro.
going to a serious
It's alive though. It's
I
here.
You
remember
talking about, Chop? That was the one where all the high schools was involved, right?
No, I'm talking about adults.
No. The one where you saying like the all-star for the kids.
No, I ain't never seen them about no kids. I was talking about adults.
All right, you remember when they used to have the gospel competition between the high schools and the junior high schools in New Orleans?
No, I don't, because they didn't do that.
Yes,
That I
the
know
fuck they did, dude. I sung lead for Douglas one year.
I wasn't there with you. That was
Okay.
Dude,
you know
you was
that was don't be too specific, y'all. But it was way
I'm
way
gonna say
before
this
you.
was like
That's what I'm saying. That's
90,
way before me.
97, 98.
Way before you.
Come on, man. I graduated from fucking elementary school in 2000.
Don't even do it.
Man.
Don't even do it. That's what I said, man.
No,
Y'all talking about
I'm just asking
two
what
different
year
whole
did you start
timelines.
at?
Huh?
What year you started at, Doug?
2002 or 2003.
That's what year you started at, Doug?
Yeah,
Oh, come on, Pete. We're not about to go through this
Oh
nose,
no,
bro.
I'm
We're not
just
about to do
asking
everybody.
I'm trying to make sure because he like he said he wasn't there during that time, and they might have.
Yeah, but we ain't about to turn this into no 21 questions though. We on a topic. Come on, man. You off. Keep going.
Well, let me let the man finish, bro. Cause Paul, let me get him back.
He off.
My Lord.
You
a liar. That's right.
Just like you,
That's
like
right.
your father said, they
Look, he's still talking. He came here.
Pentecostal, homosexual churches.
Amen.
Look at the gospel singing industry. Look at it. You may not like what I'm saying, but you watch BET.
Go ahead.
Look at.
You hear what he's saying, bro? You watch BET, bro. Think about it.
Yeah, I don't watch.
You used to be able to
I
turn
used to.
BET on and catch some shit right quick. Even the old movie.
I used to watch the shit out that motherfucker.
Now every time you turn that shit on, it's something about women or it's something about them gay people.
Or it's about women with gay people.
Or it's women with gay people.
Or it's about women with careers with gay people. Or it's about celebrities with women with gay people. Or it's about women with men
that's with gay people.
They got got a friend.
Like that. I always say this, bro.
Oh,
I have no
smokes.
problem with you. That's just like the question, like with
it's
like
just getting pushed. Yeah, it's like
dude,
slapping that shit.
Ain't won't answer that question. See, if they'd have stuck on that question, that would have made the whole interview more worthwhile. But he didn't stay on that question. And like he asked,
right?
Why you don't fight for heterosexual couples?
Exactly.
If you for equal rights, that's because you feel like the world is for heterosexual people and it's not for us. So they had their time as icons now. Like, no,
yeah, bro.
That's not equal. You won't be above the regular. You want the unnormal to be looked at as the norm. And no, people ain't with that.
You look at me dead in my face and you lie.
Ain't nobody with that shit, man. I don't care what you do. You can't see me without me the bed. I don't give a damn what you do. This y'all clips right here. I don't know what you're doing. See this 5 minutes.
Yeah, just go where you going, player. You can go. Go where you going.
It's
about
just
to
like
get on this one. Yeah, but big up to Gino. If I could say a little bit right quick about that Gino clip. Man, he give me one every time, boy. That motherfucker funny, boy. That boy Gino be on their neck.
He came with the Bible. He coming with facts. How you could even call yourself a pastor and you allow that shit to go on in your church? It's talking
How
about
you
equal rights
even?
and
How
all
you
that shit.
even? The music itself. Look, why? How can BET even pump this music and call itself gospel?
Because it's profitable.
Them people will get on there and talk
And
about a
do this
killer.
like it's
They'll
it's
get on
all
there and talk
twisted and
about
it's
a
all
killer and
perverted,
all
dog. It's
this shit. Like,
crazy.
no. Y'all supposed to damn all them motherfuckers. If you go
Yeah, that's
damn the
some perverted
killer,
ass shit, y'all. That's some perverted ass shit, brother. Do that shit on purpose like that, though, y'all. If you really think about it, like you could see, and now you see why pedophiles and shit like that
Get
run
away.
rapid in that type of environment, bro. Because damn near everything perverted. You see what I'm saying? And come on, man. What's this one?
During last week's track and field state championship.
Holy
One of the
smokes!
other
Check
girls
this shit out,
competed,
y'all.
and her mother say the pair had an unfair advantage, and that it's time for the governing body of the high school athletics to change their rules. Newsay's Amy Beck tells us about the petition they started. Amy.
The rule for high school athletics is that the student can compete for the gender-specific sport they identify with. One parent who started a petition says she doesn't necessarily want to reverse the policy. She actually wants to add to it. Tara Miller and Andrea Yearwood smoked the competition at last week's state championships for track and field.
When you look at the competitions and they turn into a complete blowout, you realize that something is different.
Miller and Yearwood are both transgender, born boys. They raced against the girls. Selena Sewell competed with them and says it's an unfair advantage.
I have no problem with them being a girl and wanting to be a girl. My issue is with CAC.
The CIAC says their policy follows state law. Teens can compete for the team they gender identify with. Sewell's mother, Bianca Stanescu, started a petition in Glastonbury, not to change the rule, but to add to it.
My solution is to come up something similar to NCAA. If they did complete a hormone therapy,
Pause it right quick for me, chat.
and just like the Olympics require a waiting period, yeah.
Now, if y'all now think about this, y'all. Now, if like the girl said, she has a problem with the rule itself. The rule itself allowed this to happen. The rule itself allowed this person to race.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So what does that mean? That means the rule was already in place for this type of shit to happen. So if you think about it like that, people gotta stop acting like this shit just started, or like as if this is something that has been pushed in a way that people are standing up for it. No, people haven't been saying shit for a long time. But you see that big ass nigga. Wait, hold up, chop. You see that big ass nigga come through that bitch like a bat out of hell, burning the shit. This bitch had a knee brace. That white bitch had a knee brace on and everything. Now this bitch won't go in the book. She won't go in the law books now. Now you won't go in the law books now. No, bitch.
I
Yeah, you can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways.
Exactly.
You see? And this is the type of shit that pushes that bullshit, dog. This is the type of shit that pushes that shit. Exactly. See? We gotta stop pushing that shit. You gotta stand on your fucking tooth.
Look, here's a good question. Here's a very good question. Would it be okay if they had an all transgender track team, an all boys track team, and an all girl track team? That way you don't have the transgender boys competing in the girls'
I
sport.
agree.
You don't have a transgender girl competing in the boys' sports. They got their own fucking sports. Because everybody knows if a transgender girl get on that fucking, if a girl who wants to be a boy get on that fucking football field and them niggas whack the
He asked us the question and answered that bitch. I tell
they
go ahead.
looking to have him have charges. Oh, you knew it was a girl.
Boy,
Don't
be on the
matter. She
road.
was a boy.
I feel them. But see, the thing
Go ahead.
is, what I'm saying is that is not equal to this not showing them that they equal.
Why not?
Listen to what
Everybody
I'm
got
saying.
their own.
Because that I think look, but look, what he's saying is look, no, look. What he's saying is that's how they look at it because they want to be accepted as whatever they saying they is. So they don't want to make even though they want to be special, they don't want to make their own special shit because they want to be accepted as one of us.
Exactly.
But that's the thing. You can still identify.
You can't have it both ways. Just like I said, yeah, I agree with your idea, Pete. I agree with your idea. I'd rather them have a transgender lead.
Right. That's exactly the fucking point. Give
Just
them
cut it down the middle. Fuck it. Yeah, y'all say equal. You can't be special and equal. Ask white people. They'll tell you you can't be special and equal.
Give them
Ask white people. They'll tell you.
That makes you special, and you will be equal amongst your own peers. Because remember, you're not a member of your peers.
What we've been watching all day, bro. You're not listening. Well, I ain't gonna say all day. I'm gonna say for the last 2 hours or whatever.
He playing devil's advocate. He playing devil's advocate.
You see what's going on. You see what's going on. Listen to me, Paul. Look who right here complaining. Do you see who complaining? What is these? What species is this? What is this right here? This is females.
Calcified whore.
This is women.
Too much UB, my bad.
Right? The ones that we already put at the top of the blame, right? Because they was the first ones to be like, oh no, come on, do that. Like Salim was just saying, right?
Okay.
If you give these people their own lead, meaning nobody's going to watch it. The world is not going to have I'm not going to say nobody's going to watch it. Gay people going to watch it. LGBTQ's going to watch it.
They in the billions now.
You know what I'm saying? They going to watch it. They not, regular people not going to watch it. They going to have some regular people that going to watch it too. And I ain't going to say, well, yeah, regular
you know they're going to try to support them. Kind of like on some WNBA shit. I get it. Like you're saying, like Big Three.
Yeah, but you not.
Yeah, I got you. No offense, y'all. No offense. These are jokes.
You know what I'm saying?
I love y'all the same. Yeah, but y'all not as famous as the NBA and not as famous as the NFL. Let's keep it real.
I agree with P360. I am saying that it's supposed to be separate like that or whatever. But we know that's not, like I said, this is my whole point. This is what I've been trying to say.
If you make a transgender league, go ahead.
All right, so the dude girls, right? The girls that won't be dudes, right? They go and play football and basketball with the boys, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
I'm just saying, is that fair?
Right.
Though? Knowing that you're a man, is that fair? That this woman about to put on these shoulder pads and you gonna have to tackle her.
If they did have a trans lead, right, and they did started making like the things for the trans, would they have to change some of the rules about the sports then?
No.
And would they have to change? And what would be some of the sports if they did? What would be some of the name of the sports and some of the sports if it was a trans league?
Like I'm like
this.
And this is the reason I asked what I asked. Okay, so if the trans want to be equal, don't want to be separated, right? Then should we do away with the Special Olympics and let the special people who want to play regular football play regular football?
Oh,
see that?
You
see,
going too far, bro. Now
hey, bro. Hey, that's a good observation, though. That is a good observation.
They got their own football league. They got their own basketball league.
It just had the Paralympics.
Goddamn thing
they just had the Paralympics, Jack. They just had the boys in the wheelchairs.
So what would be
doing all type of shit?
The problem is people want to keep making problems out of shit that they shouldn't even be fucking with in the first place.
All I'm saying is they want to be part of our shit, right? Because it's not their shit from what they say or whatever, because they don't have specific
the
rules
thing
for
is,
them.
if you want to be a part of something, why not have your own? then you will be a part of something that is all your
Cause
own.
you not about to go. They gonna eventually. That's what it's gonna wind up being.
So
But
why not start it now?
because they
So
not,
you
they don't
think
have
so
the
you think
money.
the men should still compete with the men even if they're transgender?
No. If you want to be transgender, you compete with the transgender. So
Then what
if
we
there
gonna have
was,
No,
put it
scratch
like
that.
this.
gender,
Look, that's an idea.
Remember I said
That's
this
an
a while
idea.
back?
Scratch the idea. I'm talking about right now. Right
What, if
now.
they want to be transgender?
They don't have that league, right? That's just something we thought of to make shit, probably to try to make shit equal, right? But let's just say right now what they trying to do, let's just say if they push forward with this idea of doing all this shit, right? Should it still go the way it's going, what I'm saying? And should they accept transgender men in the WNBA? And should
The NBA, NFL.
women that's butch should be accepted in the NBA and the NFL?
So what you think?
I still say no, because I feel like if one of them motherfuckers, I mean, it's a double-edged sword, because
it is.
If you
because they already started though. Yep, they already started the
let's take
shit.
football for example. Let's take football
Yep,
for example.
excuse me, y'all.
I've seen women in the lingerie league play, or not in the women's lingerie league, or just in the women's football league. They have one down here. And a lady got hit so hard she was knocked out. And that was just by another female. But of course, this female had to have been a butch.
And they don't be barely wearing nothing on that motherfucker,
right?
boy. I seen that shit.
You see what I'm saying? Imagine if that was a dude hitting that man, he'll kill that fucking woman. Yeah, dudes get knocked out by taking
right.
contact hits from other
And
men.
I hate to.
But imagine,
and guess what? I hate to see that nigga. Oh, and I hate to see that nigga in their uniform.
You
I
feel?
would hate to see that nigga in their uniform too. I cannot imagine a nigga, a big ass nigga in the lingerie league.
No, man,
I cannot.
I'm saying, imagine
transgender. You just know what we talking about.
A man playing full contact football with.
Yeah, they already in there. No, they already got butchers in the league now. Come on now.
Right.
They got butchers in the WNBA.
And that's what I'm saying. But can you really see the impact of what would happen if she really took a fire lick from a nigga on a football field? We
From
talking
who?
about
A man or a woman? You keep switching it at the end.
A man.
From a man or a woman, Paul? You saying
From
a butch or a?
We
all
talking
right. So
about
listen to me. Now listen to me. Look, look. Come on, calm down, bro. Calm down.
Right
Oh man.
Could you see her getting hit by
all right, now look. Now listen. You listen. What if that? What if they had a man that wanted to be a woman in the lingerie league?
That would be a horrific sight.
What would happen with them hits then? Them hits you're talking about.
Same rule apply. The same rules apply. But here's the thing.
So is it okay? Is it okay?
You
so is it okay?
in your own league, though. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Fix it to where they playing.
They not gonna do it. Like Chop said, bro. They not gonna do it. Ain't no money in it.
Ain't no money.
I don't see why it ain't.
They won't be in the big league. Everybody wants to.
Your biggest population of money right now is the LGBTQ population.
Bruh,
who you gonna convince to
we
stop
talking
watching
about
the NBA, bro?
Wait.
Who you gonna convince, Paul? What fucking punk gonna not watch Michael Jordan now? Them niggas is still dudes, bro.
No, put it like this: what homosexual boyfriend ain't watching, still watching the NBA, NFL? That's the nigga. That nigga sitting there watching that shit like your ass,
LeBron James, nigga. Like, come on, son. Get the fuck out of here.
You got a point on that one, homie.
Come on, son.
I ain't laughing at him. I'm laughing with him. That's what he got a point. It's not a debate, Dot. It's just a point of view, dog. Don't
was doing the podcast. if women
Holy
who
smokes.
Men And
Smoke in the building.
Why not let the women who want to be men fuck the men who want to be women?
What?
If women
Holy
want
smokes.
to be men
I can't
and
get
men
it. I
want to
can't
be
get it.
women, why not let the women who want to be men fuck the men who want to be women?
Got you. I see what he's saying. They already switched. Why they don't be together if they already switched?
Thank you.
It's like y'all switching roles. Anybody
That way,
being who they want to be.
again,
Why don't you just be?
still within
But
your
look, now that has
what the
happened
fuck
too.
you
Now
want.
that has happened. I didn't saw that too.
Exactly, but that's what that's
I done
my
seen
whole
that
point.
crazy shit too.
Why
Yeah.
keep pushing yourself on the heterosexual population when there's a
Some of them
population
into that. Some of them.
wish
Some of them think.
to be the
Some of them
opposite
think
sex?
that's a look. Some of them think that's like they little rush when in their little world. Pete, you see what I'm saying? To get a straight man to turn over. You feel me?
You heard what the dude said.
Now where that shit come
You
from?
heard what the dude
That's
said.
that's a part of the grooming as well. Because you got to think about it, man. How long that's been going on? Them actually having this, you see what I'm saying? So it goes that way, dog. This motherfuckers really can't have their own league like that. And if they do, like he was saying, it's only gonna be a legit because of something else. Like they already have that shit sold up. All that shit is already invested money already. And if people don't know what that means, go look that up or go do some research on that shit. Cause I ain't about to break all that shit down. But them people already partners, they already set, everything is already counted and paid for. You know what I'm saying? That's a well-oiled machine, though. And to start a whole another one and start a whole transition, you gotta first influence the people and make them believe that this shit could work. And look how long it's, you see what I'm saying? Look, they see that it's a struggle for making this catch on like it's supposed to. This stuff was been supposed to catch on. Think about it.
Yeah, that's true.
All this stuff was been supposed to. They was been supposed to push all this. People are having a lot of pushback, and they notice that them dollars that they're getting is still not amounting to the fan bases and what people are actually wanting to see and wanting to watch. They're getting as much as backlash as they get money. Put it like that. And you can't change. You still using that format of the good old USA, and you can't use that format if it's free, high, mighty, and gay and free and loose. You see what I'm saying? That's not that's not America. You know what I'm saying? America ain't never, it was God's country, right? It was, you see what I'm saying? The whole, you can't take over without using this. They have to use this. They need this platform to to hit this on the underline. That's why they make the people who are actually going through things and really, having this struggle with life and really, have those sexual urges. They make it hard for those good people, like who just don't really understand. They make it hard for them because they make them believe that this is the way, the way you should go, and it's fucked up because they also did it to us too as melanated men. I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? They pushed us. They told us, look, this the way you go. This the way you go. We were some of the men who left our wives and our families home to go fight a war, right? So yeah, we all fell for propaganda in these generations. We just gotta understand what it is and how they be coming at it, bro. Because it's real. Look, like this lady saying, she has a point though too. But look what she had to go do. She had to go actually look in the law, had to go look in the rule book to see what the hell was going on, because this nigga was killing them. this nigga was paddling. You know what I'm saying? So, and then, we know his family probably, struggling with it too, or whatever, trying to support him the best way they can with everything they could do, This is that man, trying to. Hey, like I said, bro, in a perfect world, bro, that sound good though, Pete. Like I'm saying, that league just having them on their own, that way you could be like, but y'all just have yours and it'd be good, but a lot of them don't see it like that. They feel, they feel played when you say shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And I've heard it. They'll call you a bully for saying that shit just now, P. Well, y'all can have y'all own league. What? You a bully, nigga? They'll tell you that.
What's wrong
But
with
you didn't mean
I mean,
that.
can't play with the rest of the guys. Like,
Thank you,
nigga,
Chuck.
y'all ain't guys. Gazelles. Y'all gazelles.
And I don't know, like, but that's what I say. If you're gonna accept, and then if you're gonna accept the women, because the women got skill too, you know, that's why they started with it, with them trying to prove themselves to men. So now the women have to think of the vice versa of that, and that's what men coming into their league and taking their championships and belts and rings and awards. See, so you got to be careful. Be careful what you ask. Yes, sir. Be careful what you wish for them. He always tell you that. The Elohim don't be playing with it, boy. He been telling you that. You got to be careful what you wish for. Because I don't do wishes. I do promises.
Perfect.
It's real, bro.
This shit just it just one of those situations, bro. Well,
compete as a female.
Check out.
Complete hormone therapy. They could
Look
run
around.
at the same time with the girls, but take the times and post them somewhere else. Inclusivity, and in this particular case, fairness can both be maintained.
A second petition is also circulating in Plainville. Damascus says she's invited the CIAC and the transgender community to sit down together, but hasn't heard back. The CIAC says it's tricky legal territory. In Connecticut, teens transitioning have to be at least 16 to meet specific requirements to undergo hormone therapy. Miller and
Right,
Wood
you heard that, huh?
It's unclear if they've started hormone therapy.
Many in
Because
the
there is
community
a science to this shit.
Against the
See?
CIAC are praising Miller and Yearwood for their courage. Andrea Yearwood
But you was born like that.
stepped out
Right.
the New England championship to give the spot to another girl.
The debate over transgender
giving no
athletes
spots
is
back, bro.
reigniting thanks to the Connecticut State Track Championship this past weekend. Terry Miller and Andrea Yearwood are both transgender high school sprinters, transitioning to female. They took home
Cutting
first
up.
and second place respectively in the girls qualifying race for regionals. And our next guest failed to qualify for regionals by 2 spots, and she thinks if the competition were fair, she would be heading to the next race.
That shit was damn near rigged, you would say, right? Don't that sound rigged?
Sound like
Man, come on, fellas.
High school runner Selena Soul joins us now.
Them-
Selena, thanks for being with us.
Them schools knew them dudes was fast as a motherfucker, and they knew that they was
individuals. And you're proud of them,
transgender.
you say, for
They
wanting
used
to be
them
themselves
guys
and
to
true
get
themselves. But you have a
belts and shit for that
problem
damn
with them
school, bruh.
running,
Them people don't give a
female
shit. I told you,
Yes, it
bruh.
is unfair to have someone who is not biologically a male.
She was about to
run
sit to
with
have a nigga
anything.
dress up like a
Hormone
woman
therapy.
and come race against me, huh?
So what would you
She
like
almost
to see
slipped.
the solution? I know there's 7 states that say they do have restrictions for this. Transgender athletes, they have to compete under their birth gender. Is that what you think would be fair?
I don't think that would be fair because
For
that
them
would
to
be
compete?
discriminating against them.
Look,
Okay, so what would be
I
fair
just
to
told you that, B.
Pause.
I would
Pause
think
it,
it
pause
would
it,
be
pause it,
fair
homie.
to
Pause it,
either
homie.
implement
Pause it, homie.
bruh.
Tell me what you're saying, because I don't want you to talk over. What you said, Doc?
Didn't I just tell you that them people gonna see it as discriminating against them people if you do that?
I don't see why.
I know you
Not
saying
see
that.
why.
But you see, but they do it though. But they still do it, right? You see what he's saying though, right? They still do it.
I ain't just trying to disagree with you. I'm telling you that's what they gonna do every time. Like every time you jump on Street Fighter, you know, Gully hit you with that fucking sonic boom in the air, nigga. Yeah, ain't no.
But look, peep this out though, y'all. Now peep this out. Like I was saying earlier, right? Pete, let me ask you, bro. Do you think that the school was also pushing this, bro, because they knew that them dudes was gonna burn the shit out them girls, bro?
Yes.
That means what, bro? The school ain't shit neither. The school ain't shit. Thank you. So what? Doesn't that accolade go to the school too, right? Am I tripping?
No, you're not. That wasn't nothing but a way for them to win championships on the girls' track team because they probably was
Come on, man.
handed to them by a bunch of black girls.
For 30 years. Because they look like before them two black dudes came, it looked like it was all white girls racing to me. I didn't see no other black people out there but them two. So that's what I'm saying. Like they probably was the first two schools to really press on it. Bought them out there and burnt the shit out of everybody. Everybody like say, hell no, get the fuck out of here. Can you imagine being the white racing dad out there watching his daughter get burnt the shit out of out there, y'all?
By gay transgender.
This nigga burning this shit out your daughter.
Not only is it black, he's a girl man, a man girl. The fuck out
Some bitch fast as hell.
Skeeter, your sister got beat by a man girl.
God damn, what the hell's going on, Minnie? Some bitch fast as hell.
Get in the car, Kenny.
I ain't never seen the girl. She must be on them steroids.
Get in the car,
some bitch built like a deer. What the hell's going on?
Should be a limit to them motherfuckers.
Hell no, he ain't fooling me with that hair. He ain't fooling me with that hair, Betty. Hell no.
That's the man.
Oh no. Let's go talk to the coach. Oh man, I can just imagine that day, y'all. I'm telling you, bro. It was so much low chatter going on, bro, at that fucking place, bro. I guarantee you, bro. Everybody was saying something after them two niggas. But look, they ain't even blended in too, y'all. Look, both of them came in first and second. And one of the niggas finished, and when the other one kind of blended in, just to say they came in third or fourth or something. No, first and second, which makes it even worse.
They basically was racing against each other to see who was the fastest.
You beating them by miles. Oh, I'm not saying none of our sisters never burnt none of these white girls. I'm not saying that at all. Because they get muscular too. It go both ways. You can work out and be good, man. But come on, man. Like you gotta have stipulations on this shit. And like I was saying, I'm echoing a little bit. But yeah, go ahead, y'all play it.
Policy that the NCAA and the International Olympic Committee have, or have them run as an exhibition type event.
And what do the Olympics do?
They require your hormone levels the hormone levels to be under a certain level.
How does this personally affect you?
It personally affects me because I missed out on qualifying for further meets and showing off what I can do in front of college coaches and furthering my career in track.
Have you thought about transferring schools?
No, they're not in my school.
Oh, this is a state. Okay, so you're at the state level.
Yes.
And then you told our producers that you're missing regionals because of this. Explain that.
So the top 6 spots qualify for the New England meet, and I came in 8th place. And the 2 transgender athletes came 1 and 2.
Fucking
so if
you slow as shit
there, then my friend.
She slow as a motherfucker. Get your garbage ass on, bitch.
Wait, time out.
You act like she complaining like she third place.
Yeah, you see these
Stupid
individuals
ass.
compete against them.
She complaining like she third place.
Yes.
All right. Well, Selena, thank
She
you.
said 8th place.
It's
Oh, I thought this was third
frustrating
or something.
and in a way demoralizing when you're at the start line of a race and you know
Right,
the outcome
Selena,
of the
thank
race
you
and
so
what
much.
even happens.
Boy, I mean, smoke. He was
I mean, yeah, yeah, man. See, it's all kind of ways. So, yo, we not picking on nobody. We not talking about nobody in particular. We talking about the propaganda that y'all seen. We done showed y'all 7, 8 different types of situations that's going on with this stuff. And it's not just because these people are different and have their own situations and that's their life and all that crazy shit you're trying to convince yourself of. This shit is being pushed.
Come on, man. We watching.
This shit is being pushed, man. Ain't no way you can't make no decisions about this. And come through a sound body and mind with love and make this shit right. Ain't no way. Y'all ain't even trying to figure out what's going on. Y'all just doing shit, man.
I can't believe this bitch came in 8th place in crime.
Oh,
bitch, you ain't even beat the
talking
girl.
like she third. That's what I said. Talking like she third.
You ain't even beat the regular girls. Bitch, you lost to
You ain't even beat
everybody.
the regular girls. You was gonna lose. So if them two wasn't there, what place she would have been in, y'all?
Fucking 0.
Oh no. Oh man. Oh man. Her stupid ass. You would have been in 6th place, you goofy bitch. Because 8 probably was last.
Come on, man.
I don't think they had that many lanes. You heard me, Chop? This bitch was in last place. You was losing anyway, ma'am. Chill out. You supposed to buck up 3rd place to talk that shit. You shouldn't. You supposed to be bucking it up. you come out with a. Come on, man. That's how you know they use both situations, bro. That's crazy. I think they was more concerned about them being niggas than anything. Them white people was upset. And they barely said anything. They let the reporter do all the talking. You could hear all the gruntness in her voice.
Try to lighten them up a little bit, bro. We can't get on the ass right quick.
Oh, this one I want to show y'all too, y'all. Check this out.
Try to lighten them up a little
quick pepper. Tell me what y'all think.
I ain't got nothing against homosexuals in case there's a few of these motherfuckers in here. Because they sneaky fags, you know what I mean? I don't mind the ones that are out of the closet, you know what I'm saying? Even when black people are gay, black fags are the most flamboyant. Them motherfuckers, they can't just walk in the room. You know, a white fag will walk in, how's it going? They trying to keep this shit low key. A nigga come in, hi! How y'all doing? Are we going to a party?
Don't be nervous, Joe. Look at the camera.
I'm not nervous.
Nervous, bro. Where the big booty bitch?
I don't know.
You from here?
I ain't into that.
What you into?
Why would you want to ask?
What you into? Don't have me read.
And I ain't got nothing against homosexuals, you know, because you can't think that you can just automatically whoop a faggot's ass. No, anybody that can take a dick in their ass and keep a smile on their face is not to be fucked with. These are dangerous people. They will kill you in a heartbeat. How, fucker? I wonder, is there really a father that's proud to have a gay son? You know, I got 2 sons, and if one of my sons was gay, nigga, I'm gonna lock the motherfucker in the room, tie him to the bed, and send a hook in every hour on the hour. Keep fucking that nigga.
That nigga stupid.
When that nigga come out, he be like, Daddy, I know what you're talking about. Let's go play some ball, nigga. I want to get some more pussy. You know, like it's really a father just sitting around, you know, inviting his friends up. Y'all, come on in. Boy, that son of mine, he can suck a dick. Wait till you put that mouth on you, boy. Suck your dick, don't let the teeth in the way, boy. Smooth sailing, smooth. Turn around on the joint. My boy, look at it.
Ain't nobody around there doing that. I ain't heard it yet. I ain't see a TV show yet.
Oh, shit. Man. My bad. Did I go too far? Did I say too much?
Yeah, but so let me ask y'all, right? What if that was y'all son, and he came to y'all and told y'all would get? What would y'all do in that situation? Dum dum dum.
Definitely go and get the hookers and tie them down to the bed, bro. What happened?
Say I'm definitely going to get the
call CPS on my what they be saying? Shake the devil out, bitch. We gonna shake the devil out his ass. That's what we gonna do.
God damn. 360, you still up, bro? Man, he'll having technical difficulties, but yeah, bro, just having a different perspective on it, bro. So what about the part where he said in the beginning how they have them sneaky ones? He ain't saying he really don't have a problem with homosexuals. He just, don't really fuck with them sneaky ones that's trying to do all this the extra shit. Like we was some of the clips you was showing earlier. Nigga talking about his business and all that shit.
Man,
what you thought of his observation of that shit though? This nigga here a fool, huh? Before Eddie Griffin.
Man, sir. That boy, fool, man, what the fuck happened to Pete Dunne? He sleep?
I don't know, he probably can't hear.
Oh man, we ain't gotta go through the rest
With
of
the
the
Kurt Franklin. Go ahead, press play on that. Player, we can keep it moving then. He probably could drop them. Oh, all right. Yeah, he's good.
Of transgender convicts
You want to say anything on that? Are you good?
Our correspondent Saskia Taylor has been investigating a rising number of such cases, which has been dubbed by women's rights activists as a horror show.
Concerns over where to house exchange prisoners are particularly high in California, where there have been numerous complaints from inmates. There have been a number of recent cases that might explain their worries.
Reported pregnant. I ain't know you could do this.
They're getting a full erection. So you're locked in this room 24/7 with a man, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yes, sir. I didn't know you could do this.
Nobody cares about us. We are in danger here. There were no live males with full male anatomy sharing showers with us in a group shower room. Yet now men can share our showers.
Holy smokes. Smoke in the building, man. Did y'all know this?
No, I didn't.
He's a proven sexual predator, had committed multiple crimes against women. Yet the state of Washington had no problem moving him to a women's facility.
Transgender men in a holding cells with regular men.
Why they don't put the women back there with the men? I know. Why they don't put them? See?
We asked U.S.
See
prison
how weird that
authorities to
is?
comment on the allegations and on what exactly their policies are when it comes to transgender inmates. We of course let you know
Women,
when
y'all
they
better
get
be
back
careful
to us.
what y'all say yeah to.
I had the chance to speak to
See
Penny,
this shit?
who is the CEO and president of the Concerned Women for America activist group. Now, she's worried that some male inmates might change their gender identity simply so as to take advantage of incarcerated women.
The issue before us right now is whether or not women who are incarcerated, women who have no choice for being in prison and how long they're there, no rights, are being protected against biological men. We can see the biological disparities, the size, the strength of men versus women. This is changing in our country in which now men who simply identify as women, they don't have to take any surgical measures in the state of California and other states. When someone simply identifies as a woman,
Wow.
The predators are willing to
So all
say
he gotta do is
anything
have titties.
to get access to women and to hurt them further. I recently read a statistic that said in the United States, about 84% of women who
That's
are
what she's saying,
incarcerated
but
say that at
I
some
think they're
point in
gonna
their
give
life
a
they've
little
already
pull. I
been
think it's the titties and shit.
sexually assaulted. These are women who are already very troubled. There's no
Because I remember.
excuse in which
Go ahead,
a person who is biologically male or biologically female should be victimized in prison. If the prison system would take the issue of safety more seriously, then that concern would be met. Again, there's no excuse for allowing someone to be victimized in prison. There must be common sense met and used in dealing with people who they're locked away, they cannot leave, and we must take measures to keep them safe.
Cases of alleged abuse of women by transgender people in jail have left some incensed in light of a controversial bill passed in California at the start of the year. The law lets trans inmates request to transfer to facilities that align with their gender identity, effectively allowing male prisoners to move to female jails. Since the law was passed, around 300 such requests have already been submitted. And as of June this year, none have been rejected by the authorities. California is the latest US state to have adopted such legislation. Similar inmate housing policies also exist in Connecticut, New York City, Massachusetts, and New Jersey. And women's rights groups are alarmed that other parts of the country might follow suit.
Definition of transgender is dangerously inclusive in California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation. These are basically heterosexual men ruining this opportunity for the trans community to be safe, and now they have a bigger pool of potential victims.
Males cannot self-declare themselves out maleness.
No,
Yes, shouldn't follow
you
California
just said you can
into
though.
this harm.
How
See,
do
they
you
confusing
view
their own shit.
California's
You
Bill
see this
132? Many claim that it sets a horrific precedent for the country. Do you agree?
I agree in the sense that the precedent that's set in this law is so actually broad and generic. They're not looking for any sort of justification or behind this. You can really put other people in danger while also insulting people who truly struggle with this by using something that they truly do have, something they truly do identify and have identified with as a young age in order to fulfill something that's going to bring harm to others.
We're putting these women at risk, and it's unsafe, it's irresponsible. And California certainly owes the women of that state better, and they are failing miserably right now.
Do you think that there is a concern that horrific stories like the ones that are emerging, that they can do pretty irreparable damage to an entire transgender community?
It is doing irreparable damage not only to the transgender community, to people who have been going through their transgender, their changes. You're delegitimizing them, and you're actually going to start to demonize them by using them as a crutch, by using them as a scapegoat to commit violence against women. You're not only harming the real transgender communities, people have taken years of this, you're harming women, you're harming everybody else.
For a very long time, women obviously felt unheard, they felt forgotten about, they felt used, they felt vulnerable. Then they became empowered. And now suddenly it feels like a trend is going in the opposite direction. Is that how it looks to you?
There has been a drive to be most possible inclusive in California specifically. And here's where we run into issues. We're not protecting women. We're not protecting those who were born women, and we have to understand that there is a distinction between those who identify as women and those who are genetically women, and that the harm can exist between those who are just attempting to present themselves as women so that they can escape being housed with other men, and
that
then
young
being
thug
a
said that
rooster in
shit.
the hen house, and
Go
basically
get my
whether they
motherfucking
want
breast
to
did,
escape
so he go
other
with the
harm from
women.
other
He
men,
said he
or
did. He
just
said
come
that shit.
into the female prisons and be a predator. We've opened the door to that, and that's problematic. And because we're so,
she right.
In the effort of being so inclusive, we're not realizing the harm on the back end that is being caused.
This is clearly such a complicated issue. So what's the solution here? Is it single-sex prisons? Because, when you read a lot of trans inmates say, I don't feel safe anywhere. So how do we make sure that everyone does feel safe?
Yes, we have male prisons, we have female prisons. That's how it's been because we know that works better. But maybe having other facilities for individuals that identify as trans, making sure there is better security for some of these people. I don't know, maybe even looking into their medical record, not just taking some of these words, because what California has done is said basically you can get a piece of paper, check a box, and be housed with a bunch of women that you can victimize. That's not okay. But there are ways that you can look into somebody's medical history, even psychological records. That's what the prison system is supposed to do. At least verify what they think about their identity or their gender. That's what we need to do. I mean, we're doing that with everything.
So not only can you use the shit to get away with this shit in the free world, you can use this shit to get away with shit in jail, nigga.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, like I was saying, I don't know if y'all heard me. That boy Young Thug said that, like, I don't, on some joking plan, but for real shit, get my motherfucking breast did, nigga. Go with the women. These people, but these people saying that, but like we was talking about earlier, though, right? It's like all this ties into everything we've been talking about with this. What is the boundaries and standards of y'all community? Like, y'all have to control this shit some type of way, or it's gonna be no holds barred. This shit is gonna bite y'all in y'all ass. But what y'all asking for? You can't be special and be equal. It's crazy, bro. It's getting out of hand, man.
Again, I say they're complaining about letting men who want to be women
in the women's jail.
But then you turn around and get mad if you say that is still a man. Are you going to take the defense for them, or are you going to keep trying to shove them to the wall?
Both. That's the problem. What we talked about earlier, I know this off topic, but what America always do? Fund both sides. They always fund both sides. You gotta get behind all arguments because you don't want to get looked at as the bad.
I was about to say throw bricks and hide their hand. I was kind of in the area.
Big fact.
I was kind of in the area. I see where you're going, son. This shit crazy, bro. You motherfuckers is selling. Yeah, basically you're selling to both sides, and it's working to perfection. And the people who are actually going through this shit, making this shit a reality, are the ones who are harboring all the problems of it. You see what I'm saying? People, families and shit go through it. Not the people who put the shit on TV. They get paid off it. Yeah, man. People got to think about how actors and how the theater shit actually works. Somebody creates a story first of all, right? There has to be a story first. No matter where they got the story from or how was it conceived.
It starts with that.
It starts with a goddamn plot. It starts with a theme and all that type of shit. And you need what? Actors to act it out, make it happen. Tickets to make the money. How much you gonna pay the actors? That's up for debate. You see what I'm saying? So, like I said, the people harbor the problems. The people who act the shit out, they harbor the problems. These news companies and all that CNN and everybody else who's pushing these certain little propaganda agendas and shit, it's big funds, bro. It's big money, and they know this shit, man.
If it
They
ain't
know
making
this shit.
dollars, it ain't making sense.
Look, why else would a prison go forth with this shit? Think about it. Why would a prison go forth with this shit? A private prison is that. In a women's jail now, you don't do that for the men though, right? You don't throw pussy in the men's jail though. Why not?
Cause they know them niggas gonna fuck them hoes up.
Wait, hold on, P. Dot. Don't do that to me. We talking about equal though.
You're gonna find a bunch
We
of
talking about special and equal. You want to be special and equal at the same time though.
Hey, fair is fair, right?
That's what I'm, all right, but that's what I'm saying.
You want to be a man? Okay, get your ass in here with these fucking men.
All right now. See?
Like I say, if you give them their own,
because that shit'll be what you just said. Don't think about it. You said it without saying it. That shit'll be different, huh?
Don't that kind of fall back to what I was saying earlier?
That shit'll be different.
Their own shit, you won't have these fucking problems.
No, not only that, because deep down inside,
you ain't gotta worry
deep down inside, and in reality, bro. Look, deep down inside, and in reality, they know that it's a certain part of control. A man going to a woman's prison and having sex with a lot of women on the slick is kind of some feminine type shit. You look weaker, you look less than. You don't look like no prince, no king, you don't look like none of that shit. Because you had to fake like what everybody believed to be, or everybody conceives to be, or what it is to be a weaker, a so-called sex. I'm gonna say a so-called weaker sex. I'm gonna say, and when a woman, like we were just talking about, she come there with her fade and shit, and looking like a man, but you still got titties and ass and shit. That shit hit different because they got a lot of people that are testosteronally, if that's a word, got way more fucking testosterone than your ass and can overpower you and overbody you and wouldn't mind actually raping you because of the member that you have that goes opposite with theirs. So it's an easy lick basically.
I'm kind of starting to wonder if that whole women being taken advantage of shit in jail was the truth or not. Because I'm sorry, I kind of feel to believe the motherfuckers might have wanted some of that fucking transgender dick in there.
It's possible that a lot of them are doing that. Actually, he probably running trains on a lot of them motherfuckers because that's probably a commodity in that motherfucker, Pete. Dick probably is a commodity in fucking women's jail. Did
they say like 300 women? 300 women popped up pregnant while that shit was going on?
Right, exactly.
That just can't be a fucking coincidence. I can't see that just one or two transgender and they're raping.
I know some of them. I believe some of them is guards and shit too. I believe some of them is guards and shit too.
You raping what? In a year, that's 300 women, nigga. You raping a woman or two a night.
Yeah, I think those numbers don't all go to transgenders though. I think some of those numbers go toward other shit that goes on in the women's prison too.
What the people is the deputy.
The COs and shit. Like I think a lot of them. Yeah, on some rape shit too. They be on some bullshit too. They be. If y'all never seen the Orange is the New Black, y'all could just go read the subscription. I ain't gonna tell you to go watch it or whatever, but just go read what it's about and you'll see what we talking about with that shit. That shit go deep as fuck if you do check it out. You know what I'm saying? As far as what we talking about, they kind of depict certain parts on it. They kind of they softballed it a lot. It's on some softball shit, but it actually gives you a right on description of a lot of the shit we're talking about. Cause man, it's different. So I still want to know. I still want to know, why they don't let the women be. What make them think like a woman to say, right? What make y'all think a woman can't go toe to toe in a man's jail and stand on her own? right? She probably going there beat motherfuckers up.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised if it actually
And
happened.
you see what I'm saying? I wouldn't doubt it. So what's behind this part of the female jail? You feel me?
Sure.
Why is it? It's a reason. I'm telling you, it's a reason why this shit is one sided, bro. I'm telling you, it's a reason. Because I done seen some big, big motherfucking women that can handle their business with them hands and all that type of shit. Could do their time and chill with some niggas, and niggas ain't gonna fuck with them.
And I really
might,
believe that
they might fuck with your ass if anything.
That might be some shit that
It's weird though, right? If you think about it, right? How is this even possible? I thought the men go to jail with them because that's what I seen when I went to jail when I went to little regular jail.
That nigga
The
said when I
little
went to
hole and shit.
regular jail.
Yeah, the little hole and shit. I ain't go to no prison or nothing, y'all. I went to the little regular shit. That
Hey,
nigga had titties, and he was on the side with the dude. Matter of fact, that nigga couldn't wait to go out there with the dudes. Shit, this motherfucker was inside. This nigga like he was on a fucking field trip.
When I was in there, they put the I keep saying punks. They put them on the side with the women, and if you a dude,
They changed
like
that. See,
if
that's
you a
what I'm
transgender,
saying.
like if you really, I'm gonna say if you a transgender and you got male parts, I think they put you with the dudes because that's how it was.
Yeah, that's what right.
Like
yeah,
they
they
put
do.
the dudes,
They do.
they put the dude with the, even though he was a girl, I guess they put him with the regular dude.
Yeah, that's it was I was like, man, what the hell? Yeah, but I think that was my last time going to jail too. I think. Yeah. I think I was done after that. Yeah, I think that was done.
My
One of the
longest
motherfuckers
little
just
stint while I
to
was
give
in
you, huh?
I say my longest little stint while I was in there, they had one, and shit didn't turn out well behind him being in that bitch. But they had one in there, and the nigga looked just like a female, but you knew why he was in there though. You see he was a man, but he had the nails, he had the makeup and all that shit on. And
Yeah, had his costume on.
huh?
Yeah, he had
Oh
his
shit!
costume on.
Damn it! God damn it!
Yeah, his
Bro,
costume on.
they wind up fighting in that bitch. This nigga was in there doing some shit with a so-called real nigga from the streets in the middle of the fucking night.
Right. One of them motherfuckers was already on that man ass. Yeah, but that shit be that shit be weird as now that's a
the
spin
thing
off to
was,
my story.
it
Cause
wasn't
the
that he was
motherfucker
already on his
came
ass.
to the holding cell and asked this motherfucker to show him the titties. I said, oh hell no, I gotta get out of here today. I gotta get out of here. This man came to the bruh. What that's a dude. Like that's what I'm saying. It's getting past even what your eyes believe to be or what you is or whatever. Like it don't and you dare motherfucker to call you gay or feel that you a homosexual. Or matter of fact, if you catch them doing something homosexual, they'll want to kill you because you caught them.
Yeah.
Is that a bitch?
And that's how some shit got started in
I
there.
ain't had nothing to do with this, sir.
Nigga caught a little young, and this the thing, a little young cat was the one bust the issue. He like, man, if you two bitches don't get the fuck away from my bunk with that shit, they went to rumbling in that bitch. They called the guards and everything, bro. That shit was so fucking comical. Like, why would you do that over another man's head that you know not like that? You know what I'm saying? That shit was fucked up, bro. But they really do be fucking around like that in them jails, bro.
So it's everywhere, y'all. We see it. Shit, it's every motherfucking where. That shit is fucking horrible for the ladies, bro. I'm sorry, y'all gotta go through
Gotta
that. The
deal with
innocent ones who's actually, yeah,
that.
gotta deal with that shit, man. Cause who knows how many women actually been raped and had illegitimate kids from these transgenders who's using both sex to get what they want, you know?
Yeah, that's definitely a cheat code.
Sure. Exactly. Motherfucking
Definitely.
Mike Vick on Madden, nigga, in real,
That's Caitlyn
in
Jenner.
real life.
You Caitlyn Jenner. You could look like a dude, but when it's time to get down, you could look like a girl and a dude at the same time, but do things with a wig on.
Hey, bro. OP Dot, I think that's you, brother.
What?
Wait, what? Oh, wait.
I think he got.
Yep.
I think
Yep.
that's your title.
Now this one is gonna require some reading because I don't think it have no audio to it.
No, you good. Go ahead. We need a little commentary. Just keep it fresh for the people. That's all.
Hold on, wait. Let me see if this the link. I gotta click on and get more. It didn't switch.
We see, as y'all can see, people. While my dog and them get it together, as y'all can see, people.
All right, so
we going through it. Go ahead, Pete. We're going through everything.
This particular article deals with the pretty much the same thing we just got through discussing about the different laws and shit, and how people are trying to change laws. But this was a law that is basically trying to get puberty pills blocked. Like they saying that and this is the transgender person that's actually, saying this, that they should give children the opportunity to discover who they are naturally, and that giving children puberty blockers as a child is wrong. Also, there's a lot going on in this little bitty article, but it takes a lot to break this shit down. So, let's see. All right, where you at with it? All right, so can you scroll up to the top so we could get a peep, or you gonna put it on the?
You want to see the picture, or you just want to read the thing? You want to see what the dude, man, look like? Woman?
No. I was about to ask you, are you gonna put it on a little text to speech thing?
Oh, I wasn't, because you said you wanted to read it, but I'm gonna put it on.
Now, mind you, look at this transgender person.
Let me see the title one more time, too. Let me catch that title one more time. Thank you. Calls for people to rally against government not banding. Okay. All right. She's him. I don't know what they calling themselves these days. I don't know what they want to be. Well, transgender man is an advocate. That person is an advocate. Okay. All right. That's what I'm trying to figure out. My bad. All right. Big smoke.
Basically, that's his thing. It's her stance. I would have that go, bro. Have that go, bro. You know.
Yeah, it's not a very long article, so this will be a quick one.
I got some more.
Is it low on? Is it low on y'all end? Or that's just me.
Well, I could hear. Well, I definitely could hear. I don't know about y'all.
I don't hear it on mine though. That's the fucked up thing. Yeah.
Oh shit, let me go back to it. They not let me. All I could do is show y'all the Instagram thing unless we go to the Instagram. But you can see, that's what he got on Instagram. He got 100,000 likes on that shit. So people fucking with what he said, right?
So basically,
So
what's the what's his what's his gripe with the shit now? He trying to
he
get shit
basically
passed, or
saying, well, he basically
trying to get
saying
shit
is,
denied, or
we keep saying he, but we don't know what the person's pronoun is or whatever, I guess. But anyway, he or she or whatever is saying.
yeah, the person. My bad, the
The
person.
person is saying Mr. or Mrs. Berghoff or whatever is saying that you should not be able to shock or scare or poison
Poison.
or give them pills and all that shit for them to become gay. If they won't be gay, they should be able to make
Make
that
that choice
choice
naturally.
naturally, but not as a child.
Oh,
And also now remember, even then he said if the child decides that they want to be that, they have to do it with their parents' consent. So if you are a parent and your child come to you saying, "Hey, I want to go on puberty blockers," they
no, you
have to
don't.
have your consent.
No, you
So
don't.
you might say no.
I'm about to quarter black block your motherfucking ass. You better get. I'm just playing. I'm
Because
just
in
playing,
the
people.
article,
These are
it was
jokes.
because at the top of the article, there was a parent saying that their child started take their daughter who wanted to be a boy started taking that shit at 12 years old, and the mother became concerned because the child always was depressed. That was one of the side effects of the
Was
medicine.
he? Would be
As
my
they
answer. My question though. Do they be on drugs before that? Was he on Ritalin or something before that?
nope.
Cause she talking about depressed. How you depressed at 12?
Because the
Depressed
hormone
about
medicine makes them depressed.
about
Remember,
what?
it is a depressant.
What do
Wait,
you
say it
You're
again.
depressed about?
depressing, huh?
Wait, what you said? The
They're
medicine is making them depressed.
yeah, because it's
So
a
what are they
depressant.
taking? No, before they take the hormone pills. Is what I'm saying.
No, they wasn't depressed at all.
Right. How
The
are they letting
medicine,
them?
one of the
How young are they letting them take these hormone pills? Actually, what's the age limit for the hormone
this,
pill?
this person started letting their child take it at 12.
At 12. All right, that's what I'm saying. Now before
Not
12,
before 12, the child was happy
yeah,
go lucky, and the only thing that they kept expressing to their parent is that they
he was
wanted to be a boy.
he was really gay. But when he became to know that he could be TV gay, he started getting depressed.
No, the medicine was making them depressed.
What?
That's one
You
of the
ain't catch
side
the
effects
joke.
of the medicine.
You
It
ain't
was
catch it. Don't worry
depressing.
about it.
It was causing them to go into states of depression.
Yeah.
And that's one of the and the parent was saying they did the research and they found out that was one of the long-term side effects. Those that took it for a
Okay.
year or two didn't have that problem. So this
Right.
child started taking it at 12, and by 2.5 or a year and a half in, they started going through depression, also going through bone loss or
Excuse me.
bone density loss. So they started losing bone strength because You trying to change yourself from what you naturally are to something you're not by suppressing the hormones that naturally float through your body, right? So the parent, listen what the parent said. If I'd have known that, I'd have started giving it to him at 3, which means you would have just you push that child into that shit.
Not only that, just think of the so stupid. The side effects would have been shown earlier with your silly ass.
Which you
The man just told me fucking baby losing bone density and all that. You dumb bitch.
Now you
You're not
wondering why
supposed
your
to be
child
giving the
died.
drug to him at all.
And then look,
God
not to mention, think
damn.
about this. Who abusing my child? My
Fucking
child
logic, bro.
with broken bones and this and this and this. You see what I'm saying? That shit just keep going and going and going. This is
Some people just fucking idiotic, bro.
they actually agree with the bill that they're trying to pass because the decisions that's being made are being made by children who
Man, they're giving them
along with it.
children synthetic female. That's basically what that is. Synthetic female.
In the fucking syringe.
But again, we
Yeah,
looking
in
at
the
the
you heard me
parent
tell, bro.
too.
This
The
shit
parent
crazy,
going
bro.
along with it.
Y'all done made a chemical where you done downgraded women to low bone density and all this crazy ass shit to make a man soft to be like, man, come on, man. You killing that person, man. You shrinking them the fuck up. I know I'm not saying it. Listen, bro. I know I'm not saying it right. I'm just overlapping over what's actually going on. I know I'm not saying it exactly right or what's going on.
Already go through
God
bone
damn.
loss at a certain
Relax.
age.
All right. So they
them is
synthetically doing it. They doing it fakely. Okay, they fakely doing it. They're making the drug to do something that the body naturally does. Okay, that's what synthetic means.
No, they're making a drug to fight what the body naturally does. Remember, this is puberty blocking they talking about. You see what I'm saying? They talking about
for men or women. What we talking about, for men or women?
For both.
So when you give it to a man, that's trying to be a woman, when you give it to a man that's trying to be a woman, I told Chop that's like giving the person synthetic female. That's what I said. Oh, now you caught the joke. This nigga here is latest. That's what I was saying, brother. It's like giving a woman, it's like giving a man synthetic female to try to become a woman. It's some fake shit to try to push like you're actually doing what a female does naturally. You're speeding up the process. This bitch said she would have gave it to her baby at 3. How does that make sense? That's what all I was saying. How does that make sense? That don't make no sense to me. It's a synthetic. It's fake. So you're gonna give it to them earlier at an early age? That's like, okay, your child, you let your child smoke weed at 12, right? Let's say you let him smoke Mojo at 12. How you think your child will be at 19? Smoking Mojo. All right then.
They're gonna be fucked up.
I don't even want to hear. I don't even care about what your answer. I know what that shit do. This shit crazy, bro. This shit is crazy, Pete, bro. It's getting out of hand, bro. It's getting out of hand, bro. They don't have no control. They don't have no control over this shit, man.
None whatsoever. None. And now you want to keep creating.
Motherfucker saying anything. Anything.
It's 4 o'clock.
Even when you got people that's in the community that's saying, hey man, this ain't right now. Right. Now that's crazy. When you got people in the community saying, like, God damn, wait, hold up, what this is?
Now
this
think
shit
about
is,
how deep
come on, people. You can't agree with everything.
I'm looking at it like this here. Think about how deep and how I can't even say how deep. How pivotal. That's the word I'm looking for. How pivotal this is for a person in the LGBTQ community to actually stand up and say that this portion of what you're trying to endeavor into is fucking wrong. That should knock out all that other shit that they had going on before then. That again, dials back into what I was saying about give them their own. That way you don't have this problem. Because now look what you're faced with. Now you got people in the LGBTQ community, especially ones that is known so far, standing up and saying that this is a stretch. This is stepping outside the bounds of what we fought for. You see what I'm saying? Because that's exactly what it is. You going outside the bounds of which the LGBTQ really was all about. It's about a choice and making that choice as a adult to do what you want to do as an adult. But now you're allowing children who have no concept of life make these decisions, and then you're looking at straight people like we the fucking problem. When we've been saying that straight
Which
people
that is?
fucking turn.
All I can hear is your background, son.
Say it again, Chop.
Mute your mic. Mute your mic.
Son.
Oh, wait, hold up.
Yeah, but yeah, child. I mean, we could With this being said, bro, I mean, we might have to make a part 2 of this, bro, because we didn't even get on the other half. Because I want to talk about the other. I definitely got to get off this neck. Y'all is not safe. Don't think y'all got away from us. I know what the title says. You ain't got to remind me, okay? To the smart motherfuckers out there. Oh, trust me. Y'all gonna have to join us. We're gonna have to end it off with this one though, chat. We've been hitting them for a minute. And I don't know how else we could explain it to them though, of how we feel about this situation and how much, observation we could actually do on, as far as that part, So with that being said, man, another good episode, fellas. Man, we came with that fire tonight.
Yes, sir.
We came with that motherfucking fire tonight. Y'all go check us out on Apple Podcasts too, man. Google Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker Podcasts, and Radio Public Podcasts. Look for us on those streams. And on those streams is Blunt Talk, all caps, no space. Without the NOLA. That's like our international channel. You know what I'm saying? So there's just Blunt Talk on that one. All cap, no space. And that's not in real life. That's how you spell it when you put it in there. All caps, no space. That's Blunt Talk, yo. And Chop, you wanna plug Flavor right quick, or any other plugs you got?
We got Flavor Village. We got Flavor Food service. Flavor Village is a clothing line. Flavor Food is a food service. We got Bolo Music. You hear me? Just go to iTunes and put in Bolo. He got the new album out, No Blackballing Sheep, No Blackballing the Black Sheep or whatever. Yeah, they got just everybody. I want to plug God and that pastor that said that gay people shouldn't be in the church.
Gino.
Yes, I want to do that too.
P, any final statements, P, before we roll out?
I just want to say to the people, these are all things that we sit down, we talk about, we discuss. Everything is up for debate. If you feel like you have some insightful input that you would like to give to us, send us your comments, subscribe, like, do whatever you need to do. Make sure your voice and your opinions are heard as well. Thank you.
That's what's up, y'all. And yeah, with just to piggyback off that, yeah, man, y'all subscribe, man. Y'all like and bring them comments in. Trust me, we open. I know it might not sound like it, but we opinionated too. So, at the same time, you gotta have skin like motherfucking alligators around us. You know what I'm saying? We old New Orleans boys. We don't play around here. You know what I'm saying? That's that new shit y'all be seeing. Tell them we before Katrina. So, you know what I'm saying? We always open up for talk, man. We ain't running from nothing. We ain't hiding from nothing, and we don't have no problem talking to nobody about nothing. So, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, man, this is Blunt Talk, man. I am your host, Silent Child 17. Oh, matter of fact, y'all look for part 2, the pedo the pedo festival. Y'all look for part 2. We definitely gonna do a part 2, y'all. We definitely gonna do a part 2, y'all. The pedo festival. Yes, that's what we gonna name it, Chad. Remember that. We gonna come with y'all. Part 2, y'all. Don't fucking miss it. This is another episode. Blood Talk. All cap, no space. Silent Child 17.
P360.
Top tracks.
Use.
And we out.